please don't bring the cops here. Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure you don't want them?
You can talk to them a lot better than I can, Grandma. Just tell them I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
I kind of need you to talk to them. You ain't never smoked, drank, did nothing.
I'm
like you're
wigging right now.
angels. They should believe you.
right. Jacob's not. Jacob's
I think I'm going to start. I'm going to do a traditional start just because, they haven't been on the floor. And I know we typically like to talk into it now.
You're
but
good,
it's
yeah.
all about new people. It's like it just makes it easier.
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
What's up? It's Kokomo Press Podcast, and we're back today with a very full panel of guys that are actually funny. You wouldn't believe it. We don't get that very often. Just kidding. To our other guests. Just kidding. Of course, I have a great co-host with me today, as always.
You said full panel. I got to piss in a cup.
Yeah. I got to get you
shit.
going.
No. Yo, I'm Hypocrisy Jones. What's up?
And today in our black chair, first time ever on the show, first time ever doing a podcast, ladies and gentlemen, Pierce Clott. Yeah,
Howdy.
Yeah.
Great to
and
be
then
here.
today in our green chair, we have another guy who has been on a podcast, but he said it was just on Spotify audio. So this is the first visual podcast, but it's okay because he's hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jacob Harter. Yeah.
Hey,
and
moving on
that's
up.
the full panel. We're here. Thank you. Round of applause. That's something we don't typically hear at open mic. Round of applause. What's that?
The silence of respect.
Yeah. I'm like, what are these people? Why are people being so loud with their hands? what are they doing? No, we met you guys at the open mic we've been doing here. We've been doing it for I think like 13 weeks.
I know we're on like our third or fourth month, so
We're getting close to the point where you can't have an abortion to our.
yeah, we're committed to it. Like, well, I mean, it's almost committed. Yeah.
We're getting to the point where we have to be committed.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
But we met you guys
We
at the
have a
open mic. We had actually, you have another friend. For a minute there before I got to know you guys, no offense, I'll just be honest, I called you the Brockton Trio.
Oh, dude,
That's fair
that's
enough.
fine.
Because we knew Brockton. He did a show with us. He actually did like one of our first show. I think our first show we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came. We had a different. It's so bad, but we had another guy booked that backed out, and then Brockton ended up getting it, and then he came in there, and I feel like he wasn't expecting the crowd because he was like, "Holy shit!" Which like the first 3 shows we did, and even this last showcase, not the last showcase, but the one before with Ray, Hensley, Ray Dinger Hensley, and you guys were at that show. Austin Fry. They both were like, we were expecting 10 people in a bar. Like, we were like, no, we're gonna have a little bit of a crowd. But I appreciate you guys coming out to the open mic and hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
I think I was at your guys' third show because the week after Brockton did his mic, I ended up coming out.
Hell yeah. It was. I mean, the good news is like since then I've saw you guys together, so that's why I call you. But I've got to know you,
Right.
Even though I didn't know your name 2 weeks ago, apparently.
Hey, we get called Brockton a lot too.
Oh God, no, that won't happen. No, you have a very cool name. Like I was like, Pierce Clott is like an insane name. Like, it sounds like a dude that like would kill me in a video game. Pierce Clott. It sounds like blood clot. Like like they're so cool. Yeah. It's not a stage name, right?
No.
That's your
Sweet
fucking
Lips
name.
stage name.
That's your name.
That's my name.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, my dad was
that
a
is
James
crazy.
Bond fan, so with liking Pierce Brosnan,
Yeah.
he went with that. But it's also between that and Remington.
Oh,
So I'm like, all right, no Jim, Dave's, Bob's, Pierce and Remington.
At least you weren't like. At least it's that, and you weren't like born in like Jamaica and named Bomba.
yeah, bomba clot. That's hilarious.
I have no idea what that means. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I don't either.
So
be in
if
the
it
comments.
means something bad,
If it's racist, I just said it out loud, so I'm fucked either way. Hey, God, canceled in the first 5 minutes. That's all.
Jesus.
did it. I did it. I did it. No.
Well, for being a guy,
Hoosier.
for being a guy named after James Bond, like the actor that played James Bond, you work at one of the most dapper places. Like you always show up in a blazer. You guys are always the best dressed people at every show. Like they come in. I made a joke when I was leaving. I was like, "You guys are my favorite, Blazer bros or whatever." And then I looked over, and the girl who's Alexa Eden, who's a comedian, it was her first time coming out. She was also wearing a blazer. I was like, God, now I'm the one underdressed, I guess.
And we have real jobs. They tell us to keep our day jobs,
Yeah. There you
I
go.
understand. We have real jobs too, but we look like bums when we go to our real jobs. It is allowed. We can dress like this. It's Adam Sandler all day.
right.
Yeah, you were Adam Sandler this week. Typically, you're like more like Jason Voorhees because like you wear the zip up. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna unalive people at our job.
It's not a murder.
I don't even like anyone there that much.
Yeah.
You know how much commitment and like feel I have to have for those people to want to be able to like, I'm in your life today. That would take
my life is way more important than yours.
Yes.
I care so little about you.
You ever listen to Kanye when he was like, I thought about killing you today.
Yes. I love that song.
Yeah, I was just listening today.
I love that
while
little.
cutting the grass.
A lot of people don't like that EP. What is it? What's it called? It's like it says on the front like I'm bipolar. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but Ghost Town's my favorite on that. I listen to that all the time. It's like that's one of those like it's like a Kanye one that people kind of panned.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like the songs on there. I
Yeah,
got a daughter like Nikki. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry, we got so.
Are you guys Kanye guys?
No.
No. What do you got? What kind of music do you guys listen to?
Classic rock and like.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The ponytail, the beard combo. For sure.
Right.
It's a good look.
I try. Look like every other white guy.
But yeah, same classic rock, blues. Like my grunge. I like my what do you call ska?
Ska,
Love
yeah.
ska.
Yeah,
Ska's
fucking listening to ska, dude. Ska, dude. Nah,
Ska.
I'm gonna post hard. Well, I think I'm in a post hardcore band still. Like we haven't got together for a while. We had an issue with a basement getting flooded. We haven't had a place to practice, so we're like, But like I love all kinds of music. That's what's crazy. Is I'm a huge Kanye guy. Like I love Kanye.
Right.
But also,
Child of Kanye.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to take it from you.
I go into some old school rap. I like Dr. Dre.
Okay.
And I'll listen to a lot of his early stuff.
Yeah.
And Wu-Tang Clan. I'm a big fan of Wu-Tang.
Hey,
yeah.
all day.
Every day. And like Method Man's one of my favorite rappers.
Oh, okay. You're in. You're in.
So
You can get a plate. You can get a plate. I got you.
He said you can get a plate. You can come to the barbecue. You can go to the barbecue.
No, I said he can get a plate.
Oh, okay. Well, how does he get a plate if he's not at the barbecue, Jordan? Are you
order
bringing it
ahead.
home? He's now one of those home buying systems.
Hey, you see
you're,
on Marketplace all day.
You're giving him a pass then?
Oh, no.
See,
You didn't get one before me, bro.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Y'all ever heard give an inch, take a mile?
Yeah.
a real clot over here, right?
Sir, we need you to give another pass. God. I've not to use that a couple
right now.
Yeah, he
So
does.
is Drake even allowed to give people passes?
I don't think so. Maybe like passports to Canada or something. Right? You can have a French pass. I can't do French. I was definitely Italian. That's the only one I got.
That was very Borat.
Yeah. Speaking of the man BBL Glizzy, Drizzy. Did you see this?
Yes.
I love how like corporates are, like corporations have decided we're gonna also jump into the rap beef game and fuck.
Without ketchup.
I mean, that song's a bar. My baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. My baloney has a second name. Yeah, that song. Our parents knew it.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know that shit.
I wasn't gonna join in
You had to
on the
sing it.
Oscar Mayer.
You're like
But-
anything to not talk about glizzies.
No, I'll talk about BBL Glizzy all day. This shit is fucking hilarious, man. I don't know how much you guys want to talk about Drake or some shit because like I've been going in these fucking rabbit holes.
I know you're like
It's so fucking interesting. It's better than soap operas. I don't care if you watch Days of Our Lives or whatever, but like this is fucking great.
yeah. It's funny because I feel like you've kind of it's gotten you into like so much of this drama stuff that you ended up in this cookie thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a visual for it, but will you tell me about this? Will you break this down? It's called like cookie.
The cookie plug shit.
The cookie plug out of Indianapolis, right?
Yeah, all right. There is this cookie chain out of a nationwide cookie chain based out of California called the Cookie Plug, and They just launched in. I wish you saved the little snippet. But they just launched in Indianapolis. They had a whole thing. They went on Fox 59 News, and they had like the widest mix reporter on the spot to try to like gangster up this cookie place with the widest owner lady possible. Like,
is it the video? Is it the video you're talking about?
Yeah, I could send it to you.
I have it right here. Where is Sherman? Is that
the Where's Sherman shit?
Yeah.
Sherman.
Oh, it's not available anymore. They deleted it.
Oh, no, I have it. I have it.
You have the actual like video?
Like I clipped it, so
of course you did.
Smart man.
Well, I mean, it's still a funny situation regardless. I've heard a lot about it. Let me see if I can get
here. I just sent
the
it
privileged gangster.
Yeah, I mean, did you send it to me?
I sent it to your messenger.
Okay, let me see. It's taking a minute to send. But yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting story because basically it just comes down to people being like,
well, it's all about
Rachel
cultural
Dolezal stuff, basically.
It's all about cultural appropriation. Like, this lady does not look like she's ever listened to a bar of rap in her life. So like,
yeah, so it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Plus, when you go into deeper, on their walls there are rappers mugshots with their eyes covered as their interior design sort of thing.
Jesus.
This chain of restaurants in Texas, same restaurant name, or cookie bakery or whatever. Came up with a cookie called Better Than Your Mammy's Banana Pudding Cookie. And,
brave. That's brave.
And there's a lot of what's the word? There's a lot of semblance in those words and shit like that. And if you ain't from the right area, you should not say that shit. Or if you don't understand the right shit, it like Kendrick was right with Drake. Maybe we don't want to hear you say the N-word no more because like maybe you should not. Yeah, but you just don't understand.
Yeah. I mean that's something we talked about before too. Was like Drake's a black man, but he has a black family, but he grew up in Canada and he grew up away from that. So it's like he didn't really grow up in like American black culture,
right? Yeah,
right. Except for from afar. It's like British guys that are like really into like British hip hop has become its own thing. Like you've had I'm the tang like you know what I mean. It's always making fun of that shit.
My favorite British hip hop artist is 21 Savage. The rest of them I don't understand.
How many problems you got? A lot. We have a lot of problems.
Hey, red run.
Yeah. That's too funny. I'm still waiting for this video to download. We'll bring it up when we get it. But yeah, I do want to talk a little bit about this showcase we just had, which was insane. We had a blast. This is the first show we've done since then. We had the wonderful Stuart Huff in the audience.
Wonderful.
That's Cam Cooper. That's myself. There's Brian. The only person I didn't get the two middle guys, but there's Stuart, Cam, Jeff, Sean, me, and Brian, and then you were actually over doing the whole. I don't know if I got the photo of you. I didn't throw it in here though. I suck, but I have a photo. I ended up adding it to. I was like, I meant to add you too. I added Courtney and forgot to add you, which was
got
hilarious.
One photo of me, and it's of me eating chicken.
It wasn't on purpose.
Man, I went until the end of this shit, so I could eat it. I was hungry.
I was like, I took very little photos. Like I was trying to get good photos of the artists on stage, but it was like horrible. Like you couldn't get them. Like it was like I don't know. The angles were just weird where I was coming from. So I ended up getting a couple. But we really need Maddie to show up and do camera work for us every single time because he's such a better job. That's one problem we haven't had our cameraman for a minute at our open mic. So I don't have good. You guys have come like pretty recently.
Yeah.
Pause.
Every day.
No Diddy.
On my hands right now.
Yeah, I told Jake, I was like, man, every time he has videos, it's the ones we're not at.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I need to get the shit together where we actually have the pictures because I like to have straight up good pictures of everybody like from just so I can here you go. When I post it, then you guys can use it wherever, and then you'll have like a high quality photo. Maddie does a wonderful job, but he just hasn't been able to be there the last couple of weeks.
I'm hard to get a picture because I'm a pacer. I get like all that
me too,
anxiety.
Me too.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton in the house. He said, "I'm a pacer." Or I guess Reggie Miller. I don't know how up to date you are on your pacer.
I'm not that up to date.
3-point king.
Anthony, he is.
Where the still. This video still isn't. Is it older? Is it going to get a different date on it? Do I need to?
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
I also sent it in your message box.
Yeah,
If you're
it's
on
already
your iPad, I don't know.
supposedly supposed to be on here. I just haven't been able to find it yet. I got a lot of stuff in here that's not. not what we want, but it's not a big deal. When it pops up, we'll definitely look at that video because it's a very interesting story. Going out of Indy, there's always drama everywhere. It's always drama out here, and I do want to shout out you guys real quick and have people go check out their. This is Jacob's Instagram, and then Pierce just has Facebook, so go find them on Facebook. Go out there, add them. I think you're literally one friend away from 1,000, which is crazy. I was like, damn, you trying to keep it that way?
I've been everywhere, man.
We got to get those numbers up. So
those are rookie numbers.
If you're watching and listening,
bro, I got 2,000 recently, and I was like, hell yeah, yeah. My personal Facebook, I'm like, I just think of it as originally Facebook. We all grew up with Facebook. You guys are on. How old are you guys? What are you?
I'm 30.
30?
Yeah.
I'm not 30 yet.
You guys are a little younger than us. That's cool. Yeah. Some young bucks.
I did
I'm
not
old.
think I was older than both of y'all.
I've been looking 36 since I was 16. So.
I've never been carded.
Okay.
I've never been carded. In a college town, that's really telling, right?
Yeah.
You guys live in Muncie?
Yes.
I lived there but didn't grow up there.
Okay.
I live right there in ghetto, right after downtown. Right. I call it the DMZ because I don't get robbed often enough to be ghetto, but I still hear the gunfire.
Yeah.
You're there. You're close.
Right.
This thing. I'm trying to see what it. They won't be able to even know what this is unless it's literally got the video. But it says today at 6:01 p.m. So that's really dumb. That's not popping up. I hate when a plan doesn't come together. You know what I mean? When you have an idea and then it doesn't work. It's all right though. Did you guys see that video of the guy in the gas this week?
No. What's
holy shit? I cannot show the viewers at home.
I saw that.
But if you guys want to see the video, I will show you the video. Just be prepared. There is a little bit of a trigger warning. Okay. I'm not. I'll put it right here.
I don't know.
It's
Because of five.
all the way.
Because of five.
I know gas prices are fucking us right now, but come on.
And then I do have one visual for people who haven't seen the video. This is the visual. Somebody already got a tattoo of it, guys. I'm not lying. I already got a tattoo of the guy jerking it while sticking. Yeah. It's already that's how you know you've done something amazing. It's now you have somebody with a tattoo of it. And I'm pretty sure it's Italian. The guy was like, "Bucce," and I'm like, what the
But he got ashamed when someone looked at him. I'm like, you're in broad daylight. Oh, is that embarrassing?
Yeah, it was all over the internet. I've seen so many jokes about it.
That's just the prime example of the climate of Indiana right now.
Yeah.
Gas price is so high, it's fucking you
Yeah.
at the pump.
In Europe, it's so much worse. I don't know if you remember from living there, if you did any driving or anything. The gas prices are crazy. You think here's bad? There is much worse.
Oh yeah.
Right. No.
Would you say the gas prices are pounding you over there?
Yeah. They're so bad. The people are Meek Mill, and the gas industry is P Diddy.
Here we go. P Diddy again. That's hilarious.
Oh, kid fucking.
God, poor Meek. Poor Meek. Yeah. Well, Meek at least was of age.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't realize in the Nicki Minaj he was the one taking it in the ass. You know what I mean? God, it's so crazy. I can't. It's hard to even think about because a lot of these guys are rappers that you know what I mean. They pretend like they're hard, and you're like they were hard the whole time.
But they were hard for different reasons.
Oh, I'm so hard. No, I was laughing so hard. I made a joke on a post because did you guys see that? There's a new Netflix show with Lloyd from what the fuck is it? Jeff from Dumb and Dumber. Lloyd. I think it's Harry.
Really?
Jeff
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. And people on the line were freaking out. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of the actual show, but I was watching it the other night. But people were freaking out because many said it went too far and slammed the streaming service for the lack of warning. Netflix viewers outraged over new drama series with fully erect penis scene.
Sometimes it's better just to say boner.
Yeah.
To stretch it out the fully erect penis.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess typically, it's it's so weird because typically in shows when you see a dick, it is but not hard.
Right? Always flaccid. A flaccid dick is not insulting.
I know that. Well, I don't know. I maybe they should have preempted, but at least they're telling you now what to expect. Like if you're like,
Yeah.
they may be disappointing some people if they go for a fully erected penis and they're like, oh, that only looks half. But
It's so weird to me that like if you're watching a movie, we'll typically say like nudity, but now because it's a dick, it's like, oh my god, we can't have it.
yeah,
But I wrote a joke on there to try to see if I could troll some people, and I was like, yeah, we need a trigger warning for a Netflix show with an erect dick. Meanwhile, if a 7-year-old woman walks into Planet Fitness and sees one, she's just supposed to act like it's a normal thing, like in the bathroom. So I'm like, let's see if that trolls him. Nobody gave a fuck.
this is how the Our Dicks Matter campaign starts. So,
Yeah.
They're really upset about a fully erect dick when you have like big mouth that shows kid penis.
Oh yeah, it's insane on there.
Like-
Just because it's a cartoon doesn't mean anything.
right.
well, I want to know the market that is upset about the fully erect penis. Is it that people that are like, no, that doesn't look like mine, or is it?
Yeah.
The producers of it are like insulted because they can't get it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, hey, how dare you?
It's not like a disgusting thing. It's just a penis.
It's okay. It's okay. No, the funny thing was Jeff Daniels. I think the more like frustrating and crazy thing is his accent in the show. It's horrible. He's doing this like really southern drawl thing. It's like they're doing a shitty version of Succession. That's what the show is.
Oh.
It's about like he's like some type of media magnate or some guy that runs like a big law firm. I can't remember one of the other. And the whole concept is like he's bankrupt and the bank is coming for his money and he's like, you can't do this to me.
I say, I never.
I'm like,
I
what's
actually
that?
might like this show. So.
You're like, I'm gonna watch it. I like Succession. But
Are you
this,
getting hard right now?
I mean, for $5, I'll let you see.
I was watching it for the erect penis. Now I'm watching it for the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always do that joke where it's like, I'm watching it for the plot, and then they're like, the plot, and it's like a hot girl. I'm like, they should just put the scene with the dick. I'm watching it for the plot. The plot. It's like the plop on the floor.
I like that.
Yeah,
I'm all about the meat in the stories.
The meat between the bread. Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting. The show. I started watching before bed, and I was like, so I knew I wasn't going to be too into it. But you know, who wants to watch a show about a bank seizing anybody? I'm like, fuck a bank, dude.
That's why they added it. Like no one else is going to watch it.
Oh, did you say sperm bank? What kind of bank is this?
And they're in the woods now. So.
Yeah. Oh, hey, okay. Well,
So
I did.
I'm like cinema stupid, and I always thought Jeff Daniels was one of the uncles in Full House.
I can see that. I can totally see that. He has Joey. Is it Joey?
Yeah.
The blonde mole.
Bro, come on, cut it out. It's Dave Coulier.
Dave
And
Coulier.
I don't fucking. On top of that, I just want to know whatever happened to the. What is it? Whatever happened to
The paper man.
Yeah.
Bill Boy, the paper man. Something on TV.
For a minute.
No, I always fall into Harry Carey when I try to do a Cosby. I was like, ah, here, guys. How you doing? It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to do Harry Carey. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time anymore. My accents are off, dude.
Yeah, you think so?
Ever since the Drake beef, and he said that about the accents, I haven't been able to do them. Ever since Kendrick called the accents out, I was like, you're right. It's like, I can't do accents. Well, I do want to bring this up since, people are always picking between the man and the bear. Well, guess what? The bear is stealing watermelon. And that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
hear.
I've stolen watermelon though. Like, understandable.
Not cool. Not cool. No, I thought it was hilarious that Chicago's like, hey, we really need to watch this bear coming through. I'm like, yeah, Chicago Bears makes sense.
Well, the thing is, he cut a slice out and then left the other part of the melon. That's even more rude. It's like,
Yeah.
I took one piece of the pie, but I left the rest. You weren't invited, bear.
Look, that nigga's just hungry, man. I'm not gonna be mad at him. Like, he's just hungry. I don't get mad at homeless people if they steal food. They're stealing food.
Yeah.
Still pick the bear.
Yeah. I was just happy there wasn't like a racial incident because it wasn't a black bear. That's all I'm saying. If a black bear was stealing watermelon.
Well, that's the reason they took a picture of
Yeah,
it.
that's really
like, yeah,
it's still racist.
yeah, they never
Is this racist?
They never find the polar bear stealing food, man.
It's because they're all dead.
Oh shit.
Global warming
Yeah.
sucks.
Don't rationalize.
Yeah. Maybe the polar bears don't get blamed, but they're the ones getting genocide. Okay. When we said they were polar bears, what we meant they were Jewish polar bears.
I mean, but why are we talking? Isn't it their choice to live up there all this time? If
They can always come down.
if they're Epsteining themselves, I don't know what to tell you.
They're out there on the fucking ice and shit.
What do
the
they know?
polar bear- Yeah.
What do they know?
I'll tell you somebody who didn't destroy the polar bears. This lady. Researchers reconstructed the face of a Neanderthal woman from 75,000 years ago.
Dude, what are you talking about? She's hot.
I know. That's what I was like. Would you smash or pass?
I have a fully erect penis now.
There you go.
I'm like that. I mean, very, very Native American looking person.
Very.
Like it's crazy because like you like would imagine because Neanderthals are obviously not the same as us. We're Homo sapiens. It's like a different, but we're very close. It's crazy that we genocided an entire fucking species of human.
And that's
With
not,
fucking-
just with with breeding and all that stuff. It wasn't like I bet they did have wars because everyone's gonna fight, but like, yeah, it's more breeding. Half of us are like both of the DNA and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
which is great.
which
nice.
I've seen them. You've seen those Browns with Bill.
Well, I just want to be very clear. When I saw her, I was like, I am Homo erectus right now.
right.
Yeah. And if it's a man, I'd be really Homo erectus.
Put the homo in it.
I'm just happy she accurately has dark skin, as do the first people.
Yeah. We still need proof of that.
And Jesus.
I'm still waiting. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's go back. We're talking way too.
What?
You don't believe in Jesus? You can't decide his race.
I believe in Korean
I believe he's
Jesus.
white. No.
I believe in Korean, Vietnamese Jesus.
Yeah. Vietnamese Jesus.
I'm not saying they didn't put some dude on a cross. I just don't know if he came back. But
Listen, listen. I understand what you're saying, but if we're gonna call him Vietnamese Jesus, can we just call him Vietnameses? Can we at least do that?
Yes.
He can just be Vietnameses.
that makes sense.
That sounds like there's got to be a rapper that loves Kanye that's like I'm Vietnamese Jesus, you know, just like so many things.
You know, there has to.
That hit song, fucking Agent Orange, I love it. Yeah,
It's
the
just
first album, Charlie and the Treetop.
Yes.
My favorite
late
is Secret
detonation.
Asian Man.
Secret Asian Man. That reminds me of actually a topic we have today, which is kind of random. That's from the movie Ace Ventura, right? You guys remember seeing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw this and I was like, damn it, we lost Ace Ventura. The worst moment in trans film history. That's not a lie. It's not a lie. I'm going back and looking at it. You're like, damn, I was throwing up too, dude. There's a whole scene about throwing up because they kissed a passing woman, trans woman.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a dark time, and like they found it. We tried, like people tried not to tell them about it but they found
Either
it.
that's a penis, or that's the biggest hemorrhoid I've ever seen. Something like that. I did a whole riff on that because somebody threw out dolphins during the open mic this week, and I was talking about Ace Ventura because like Dan Marino was in that movie, and it was about the dolphin getting taken. So like,
Laces out. Man.
yeah, Ray Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Einhorn's a man.
It's so bad nowadays if you think about it. Like it is super transphobic, but back then it was a gag.
It's okay.
Literally.
They'll just recreate it like they do everything else. They'll take that shit out, and all will be lost.
Yeah, they'll just
and erased.
They'll just do Rachel Dolezal as the. She's really white.
I mean, she need if she can keep her cookie business in power, more power to her.
Mike is Marcus. Marcus is Mike. God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to do it. Yeah, especially with this week. Well, I it's not really my fault. My entire timeline has been so racialized lately. I'm like, why the fuck does this keep happening to me? Because like I'm just existing in my spaces, and the next thing I know, I'm seeing stuff. There's this crazy video I saw. I gotta bring this up for you because this is wild as.
Just a man that doesn't see color, and that's all he's seeing.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing, man. Watch this. Watch a mom that has the worst day of her life.
Mom doesn't know, and I'll buy you whatever you want.
I say the N-word hard on.
What?
Tell me something your mom doesn't know. I said the N-word hard on.
He's a Fortnite player.
Hey, at least he's honest. We can say that about the guy. It's probably a setup. It's probably fake as hell, though. Like it's still like insane.
Oh my god!
I say hard R. Good on you. Kid.
Okay, kid.
It's a weird
Thanks
way
a
to
lot.
say near.
Yeah. Near, far, wherever.
The sheriff is
Oh
near.
my god.
I'm out here with my. Stop it, kid. Stop it.
Oh man.
He's the only one that can tell me who's in Paris.
And him and Noah.
Yeah. Noah. I missed that kid. Well, I saw that one and I was like, this is horrible. And then I was like, it was like, oh, you must like that. Well, would you like to try blackface? And I'm like, no, thanks.
Oh, I'm getting one of these shiesty masks.
I bet you do, but that's if I put that on, I'm going to jail.
Well, yeah, that's fucked up for you. I do it all day.
I need to get one that's like a white guy, but like what white guy? Like Mac Miller, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, get a Mac Miller shiesty.
There we go. I'll
Yeah.
do that. I'm wearing the Kanye one. He's not going to stop me.
I mean-
put my Yeezys pod, my Yeezy vultures on. I'm walking around.
You know it's okay to wear the Kanye one as long as you don't go around robbing people and be like, because you're that's not cool.
I won't do any crimes in it because I feel like James Wright will be implicated. We got a guy at work. I swear, dude. He looks like Kanye. Kanye East, yeah. Kanye East. Yeah, dude. I'm very, very fortunate to know a lot of like really because he was on the podcast before. We've met so many great and talented people, including yourselves. So thank you guys for coming on today. And one of the things we do want to talk about is the fact that Jacob is going to be at Fabulous Crackers coming up here at their open mic here. Is this the May 9th? Is that when you're doing it?
No.
Oh, I
it's
think
the
that's a past
23rd.
one.
Yeah, that's a past.
Oh yeah, the date. Well, that's like a day, like a couple weeks ago. But this is this is they do an open mic, and then Indianapolis best. Oh, that's there you go. Tuesday and open mic. Tuesday, I think it's Thursdays now. This is all bad information.
Oh no,
it's okay.
I just sent what they had.
Yeah, I know, right?
This will be.
That's
quick.
the thing about having boomers run social media accounts. Sorry, Jerry, if you do watch. He does sometimes watch the page. We were doing the open mic for a minute, and I was posting like pictures of people, and I wasn't like we get everybody's name, but like when you run a page with like thousands and thousands of followers, I'm not trying to toot around the phone, but like when you run a page like that, they don't always let you tag everybody. Like people have certain privacy rules for themselves where you can't tag them. So like it just became like so annoying to go in and try to find people and then tag them, and then it wouldn't even let me do it. So I stopped doing it. And Jerry's wife came on one of our posts, our girlfriend came on one of our posts and was like, you need to tag people. And I'm like, okay, I'll work harder. I'm sorry. And I met that lady before. She was nice to me. Now she's not.
Oh,
They're like, how dare you have a mic on the same night as us in another city where we're not a huge club, it's just a tiny little bar.
how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm sure they don't
give
care.
your people something to do.
How dare you? How dare you? You know what? At the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah,
Right. But yeah, the 23rd is this Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Jerry Goebel, he runs the show over there. So if anyone's looking out there, hit Jerry Goebel up on the email.
Yeah.
Get a good show. I heard they have a pretty good crowd. Crackers is pretty well known in the indie area. So
Yeah.
I do know a lot of crackers in Indy.
Yeah.
See it every day, bro.
What side are you on, though? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm mixed sometimes. I'm mixed up with it sometimes.
Yeah.
More like a wheat.
Just Meridian Street, just going down there. They ended up turning that circle into just like a walkable area now, which is cool. Like the actual circle part of Circle.
Yeah.
Circle City.
Yeah,
Circle City Music Hall. I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this.
you are. All right.
No, I've
we
played
don't have a
there before. I
segue.
know.
I've got a great segue. You ever heard of the new? Oh damn it! I was gonna be
Yes.
excited. That new portal from NY to Dublin. They did a cool portal, and somebody already destroyed it. And New York portal descends into utter chaos as OnlyFans model flashes breasts at Dublin while Irishman is seen sniffing powder through screen. So
Oh shit!
titties and coke, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing brings two fucking cities on the other side of the world together like
Bro,
titties and coke.
that is art.
That is
What's
art.
that there for?
Thought we were sharing.
Yeah, what's the point of existing? You know,
At least it wasn't a fully erect penis.
Yeah, Jesus.
I need a trigger warning.
Spoiler.
Yeah. There are worse things happening in NYC. Did you guys hear about Steve Buscemi getting punched in the fucking face?
Oh, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's she just has a very punchable face.
He does.
I thought
Did
that
it
happened
fix his
at birth.
teeth?
I mean, they look better now. I don't know if that counts.
How you in that many movies and you always look that fucked up for real?
I think once you realize you can get away with it, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like,
And it became kind of his like image. So if he went and got like straight teeth, everyone would be like, "Who is this?"
Boy, he's lame now.
At a certain point, you got to be like, look, goddammit, my name is Steve Buscemi. You're gonna fix my teeth, and then you're gonna give me the fucked up ones.
Imagine he shows up with straight up perfect veneers, dude. That would look horrible. I'm happy. I look like a Mr. Ed. Poor guy. He already looks like. I always feel like Steve Buscemi kind of looks like methed out Michael Keaton. Yeah. Like an older methed out Michael Keaton. Like if Michael Keaton was smoking like 6 packs a day.
I'm Batman.
Yeah. I swear I'm Batman. Shut the fuck up, Steve. Steve. What if he was the Steve from Blue's Clues? Yeah, I'll fucking kill him. I don't care.
God damn it, Mr. Pink.
Well, I heard after he got hit in the head, he was Mr. Red, but that's whatever. Mr. Black and Blue. Hey, it was all the colors except for pink. It was weird.
Look at you being inclusive.
I got to do my hack jokes. You know what I mean? Being inclusive is hack. I'm just kidding. He's like, how dare you?
I don't care. It's all colors under the fridge.
Yeah.
All colors.
Well, you guys, speaking of all colors, we're all going to agree on shit. We might as well argue over this damn dress again. And everybody's like, Jordan, it's 2024, almost summer. Why the fuck are you bringing up this horrible dress from many years ago?
Yeah.
And that's because, unfortunately, the man behind the viral, Drew West, confesses to strangling his wife.
What?
Yeah, the Scottish husband behind the infamous dress that broke the internet admitted to strangling his wife nearly a year after he was arrested and charged with attempted murder. Keir Johnson, 38, pleaded guilty on Thursday to attacking his wife. He killed her in their home on March 6th of 2022. Took a few years. I guess they don't have a speedy court process over there in Scotland. Yeah, but he ended up fucking I think he killed her.
I wonder what they argued over.
It's gold.
What color is it, bitch? Now who's black and blue?
I'm so sorry that happened, but like, does that mean that like he won and like what you know? What
He was
is the
saying
final
gold and
result?
white, so he won.
Yeah.
It is gold. It's obviously gold and white.
Well, what happened was he choked her out. She was black and blue. He put the dress on her and was like, doesn't look the same, does it? But she wasn't there to answer.
Oh man,
That's the
I
problem.
mean, either way, the dress is.
Rest in peace, though. Rest in peace to her. I mean, we're joking here. This is a comedy podcast, but rest in peace to Grace Johnston.
Yes.
Yeah, we feel horrible that you died, but you know, obviously, you know, I can't help what happened a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
these are just more reasons to pick the bear because Diddy and that guy definitely did it.
Diddy would never do. I'm just kidding. No, he did it. He did it.
I mean, a
He
bear
did.
can't strangle you.
Yeah. It also can't knock you down in a hotel lobby or whatever that was. That shit was crazy. God, black people just love beating people up in hotels, dude. Right?
Why
Ray
you
Rice
gotta
was
do
in the.
it like that?
Well, Ray Rice was fucking beating up his
Jesus
girl in there.
Christ.
And then
Okay,
This is the reason we go viral.
and then fucking Jay-Z got punched by Solange in the like it's like everybody. It's always in the fucking hotel near the.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you could bring up Dana White or something.
No offense, that's true. Well, he's black in my head. I'm just kidding. he's making.
Oh my God!
What
every
the hell is
criminal now.
What the hell is the UFC other than a dogfighting ring? Like, come on, let's be honest. He's Michael Vick.
Oh my God!
he's Mike Vick. You know? He's Big Mike. No, I'm just kidding. No, like it's crazy how like just get to your room. There's no cameras in there. Beat her up in there. You know, I'm not trying to help you guys, but like just if you hold out for about 5 more minutes or a couple more minutes, you're gonna.
I'm just saying it never happens at the Marriott.
Yeah, and it's taking him 2
Which Marriotts you been to? Because let me tell you, bro. God damn. I was outside of a Marriott in fucking West Virginia, and
Almost
a whole ass trap house made out of a Texas, not roadhouse like we have here, one of those Texas restaurants.
Yeah.
They made it into a trap house. All sorts of homeless people, dead person on the side of the road, or on the side, like park, like. And I know he's dead because the ambulance came and then like they did the things.
See, if you're not gonna say ambulance, then you're not allowed to claim any of this stuff. You said ambulance.
Why are you appropriating everything?
I love it. I think ambulance is cooler.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Whoa,
Black
next
Betty,
he's gonna ask me to get a
ambulance.
dress.
Yeah, you gotta. Hey, do you want to further your career or not, Jordan?
Yeah.
Hypocrisy.
Hey, you need to start hosting these freaky sex offs.
Yeah. Hello, we have a party at the coterie.
Yeah.
We'd like you to come upstairs and show us your penis. Show us your penis. See, there's that
Fully
French accent. I was looking for. Show us your penis. I got to be gay to be French.
American.
It's for all the dogs, I swear.
Yeah. Don't worry. We don't want anything weird. We just have like a nice little gas pump set up. We just want you to go upstairs, fucking hit it together. Gas pump in your ass, jerking your dick, and then we'll put it on a show and Jeff Daniels will be in it.
Just don't let anyone see you. That's embarrassing.
Jeez.
It's so fucking crazy.
More money, more problems.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, things get worse, you know.
You think so?
I think things can get worse. You could be Red Lobster. Did you hear about Red Lobster?
Oh man!
If you
don't
like Red
cancel the
Lobster, I've got
biscuits.
bad news for you. Red Lobster is closing nearly 50 locations and liquidating their restaurant equipment.
Do you think they're liquidating the lobster tank?
Kroger just bought it. They're coming back. No, I just imagine they're like, we're going to be selling all of our equipment, and they're like, oh, why does everything in here smell like pussy? Oh, you know why. You bought a couch and you're like, oh, no, the waiting room couch smells like pussy.
Did anyone ever really enjoy going to like everybody like loves the biscuits?
They're just the biscuits.
I get
yeah.
that. But like literally going to Red Lobster is a task because like you said, it smells like rancid fish.
Yeah.
Like you
there's
take
a whole-
a date there and you're like, hey girl.
There's a whole thing. We are in a landlocked state. Don't eat seafood in a landlocked state. At least smell it first. You know? I learned that in middle school.
Yeah. God.
That is the test, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like we were losing a lot of old business. I mean, like we did lose Sears, like rest in peace. We
Sears.
lost fucking like Lazarus is gone. We actually had a Victoria's Secret here. I know it still exists, but we no longer exists here, which is crazy.
I
thought
heard
that
Toys
was
R Us is trying to have a surge back.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, like
Toys R Us. Yeah.
bring that back. Like they had the best game systems, like area.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that's the only place I ever went to. And their toys were so organized. If you wanted your army men, they're down this aisle. If you wanted Transformers, dude, I like organization when it came to my toys.
Oh yeah.
Nice. You're not wrong.
I mean, honestly, they had one in Lafayette. I would make the trip before when the kids were little in order to get presents because I'm like, you're right. It's like very organized, and then they have like nice little sales going. They have like 20% off or 10% off.
And they helped out kids in need too. That was a whole thing. Jerry Giraffes, Jerry's Kids or whatever. Yeah. I always was a big fan.
Yeah. I know the biggest problem why they went out of business is because I think Diddy was their main spokesperson. It's like, come on, kids,
They
come
canceled.
with me and you'll see.
Yeah, but like Subway's still like made a lot of After Jared's things. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
I miss Ponderosa. The sun set on Portland, Indiana when Ponderosa went out. I can't get my chicken pot pie casserole anymore.
You can
and
tell
I'm
he's
sad.
from a small town.
Yeah, well, we had a pond.
Says a lot.
Try
about
that.
you, I'm just saying.
Try that in a small town.
Take
No.
my Ponderosa.
Oh man. Dude,
Yeah,
Do I
Ponderosa.
need to go? Is it
Yeah.
sunsetting? Is the sun setting?
Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Well, I mean, if you're in certain parts of the, did you see this shit? This broke my fucking heart. But Senior Airman Roger Forston, 23, was in his off-base apartment in Fort Walton Beach when the shooting happened on May 3rd. Florida deputies who fatally shot U.S. airmen burst in the wrong apartment.
Wow.
How many times is this gonna fucking happen?
Right?
Yeah.
It's because he didn't have his battle buddy.
Yeah, I mean,
In the
I guess.
military, always have your battle buddy.
I mean, if you're sleeping, I don't really want my battle buddy there. I don't know what you use your battle buddy for.
I sleep better.
ask
I'm
that.
just saying.
He's like, get me cuddled. God.
Puts his finger in my ass. Are we allowed to say
Here's the
that?
gas pump. Here's the gas pump, babe. Woo!
But no one saw us, so.
Anyway, rest in peace to this kid, man. Fucking 23 years old. Young kid. Roger. I mean, his name's Roger. I feel bad for that.
Yeah.
Is
They're
it
like,
wrong
Roger,
to
Roger.
say fly high?
Yeah. Fly high.
Airman.
brother.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks, dude. I don't know how it keeps happening.
I don't know, like, if we're gonna have a summer of this,
Again.
of more,
Of always.
and like, I'm always fearful of that for very, very very reason, like lots of reasons, but like, damn.
It's a heartbreaker, especially when it's like you're talking about a 23-year-old kid giving his whole freaking world to the military, and then he gets killed
by the
in his
people
own
he's
apartment,
protects us.
sleeping.
I get it, man. I was in the military. I don't like to tell a lot of people because I'm always afraid somebody's gonna be like, "Show us your DD 214," and I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I don't know where I left it.
I just want to know, what did he do? Like, okay, obviously the wrong house. That's dumb. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But like, what did he do to get? Like, what made them shoot him?
Why unload? Yeah, like I don't
when
understand.
You're
that.
investigating a house, you don't just like open the door with fire,
Right?
It just doesn't make sense. And even like to me, it's like don't. We had an incident a few years ago, and I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I know it. I always get in trouble for shit. But we had an incident a few years ago where a cop got killed and serving a warrant at like I think they said it was like early in the morning. Like, why are we doing it then? Like, can we do it like at a like? It just feels like you put people in harm's way, and it's like this guy starts shooting. So I get kind of why they're a little on edge because this guy got shot at before, like by the guy that he was supposed to, and ended up dying. Whereas like these people come in the house and just start shooting people, which is fucking.
And don't put night shift on a mission where like you need to have good rest, so you make a good choice.
This don't sound no different than girl, that same thing.
Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
Popped in my head immediately.
It sounds exactly the same sort of shit, and like this shit's never gonna stop.
Also, why
until it stops.
why in the military do we have a law where it's in warfare you're not allowed to shoot unless shot upon? That's the rule since Obama was president, and I think it's smart because you don't kill innocent lives.
Yeah.
Why don't the police have to follow that?
Here, you want to hear the craziest question? Why do they not allow service members to have their own firearms on base?
Yeah.
Like, what are we
There's
doing?
reasons for this.
Yeah, but like
hippies.
there are reasons, but also it doesn't make any sense because if you really, if these people are being fully vetted, they're being fully trained, everything, blah blah blah, go down the line. You're willing to give them a gun to shoot people overseas, but you won't let them have their own guns. I always thought that was weird. Like if you did, like in base housing, you're not allowed to have a gun. I couldn't buy a gun in the military unless I wanted to live off base.
Right.
And even then, like I just wait.
I mean, to be fair, as someone who served, what happens in the barracks at night, though, a lot of dumb shit happens. You know, someone could be jizzing on cookies, and
you could make a
them,
rule nothing
tossing
in a
bombs.
barracks. That's fine. If you're single, if you're even in like single quarters, that's fine. You know, but I think if you're talking about like
that could imply to if you just came back from a tour and you happen to live on base now and you have PTSD, they don't want you offing yourself on base.
yeah, they don't want
like
when I was in even off base, that wasn't a thing. Like you could have a weapon. Oh, in the barracks, you definitely couldn't or anything like that.
right.
I'm talking about on base though.
See, I don't know how that worked.
I lived in off base housing in the Kitsap up in Washington State.
Right.
When I was in the Navy, they had like the hospital was right there in its separate place, and then they had housing that was owned by the Navy and ran by their people, but it wasn't technically on base.
Right.
Anybody could drive up there. Like we could get delivery from Domino's straight to the house.
Right.
Like it was perfectly fine, but they still were like, you're not allowed to have guns in here. I'm like, technically anybody could come running up in here.
Is that a state by state too? 'Cause I know
Yeah, it might be different.
Yeah,
Same
like-
question.
Like if you're in Texas on a fort, I think everyone's allowed to have guns. Your mama, everyone.
I knew
Texas.
dudes in Germany that lived off base that had weapons and shit like that. Like so, like
Off base, yes.
Yeah,
The
so
on-base
it's-
housing.
depending on what color state you're at. If you're a blue state, you're probably not going to have guns on the base. If you're on a red state, your kids, your dogs will have guns.
Jeez. But he was in an off-base apartment, so there's a possibility that he was able to grab for the glicky.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look too into it because I was already upset.
Either way,
Like,
you shouldn't have to.
Do you not
Yeah.
research the home? So if it's like through the if he's renting somewhere, there is information about who lives in this house. Why don't you just look it up? Does he look dangerous? Should you go in there and guns blazing? Like now, if you're going after the guy who's supposed to be violent, that's understandable, but still research. I think it's a lot of lack of research and people just react.
Oh yeah, it happens every fucking time. I just feel bad for the young kid. It's another person lost for no fucking reason.
Police work is 100% defense, which is like weird.
Yeah.
Like, and like, I'm not advocating for the cops because it's fucking ACAB all day, but like always. But like,
Take a taxi.
like the fact that they are always on defense does not help their case. It does not help the situations, and there needs to be a way for them to actually do their job effectively without killing people in the first place.
Right.
I don't care who they are. You know,
and that's absolutely true. The whole thing is like we've set up a very antsy version of what we should probably be doing, and there's other countries that do different things.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, there's a lot of different cultures here. A lot of these other countries don't have a ton of like cultures. Like even in Britain right now, they're just now getting used to having multiculturalism the same way we do. Like we really do have so many great cultures. And like up in Canada, they've been bringing a lot of like Sikhs. Did you guys see that picture? There was a viral photo. I don't have it, but there was a viral photo of like they had a whole police force and there were like 30 Sikhs. Apparently they just love law enforcement, and I'm like, some people that aren't culturally up, they're like wearing turbans and shit. So people are like, what the fuck? And I'm like, no, it's completely normal. Right. And like as far as like people who immigrate, they are the best immigrants ever. Like as far as like assimilating to a culture and shit, they still have their shit, but they're like very good in the culture. So it gets really interesting really fast.
It's also smart to have 30 of them on your police force just in case if there's an altercation. Familiar faces. I know that might sound a little on the line.
What?
Yeah, a little on the line, but it does. If you are going up to talk to a regular, like it's a.
You mean policing your own neighborhoods, having people like that are familiar with the areas?
Also, why can't they be more like Andy Griffith? Like, do they have to have vests on all the time, or can't they just be in a casual shirt and pants? And they're like, you ought not to do that.
He was a G.
That's not very
honestly.
smart.
Like he knew everything that was going on in the town, and if somebody just needed to like chill out, you know, they'd be fine. I don't know how he did with black people because I don't think there was ever one on that show.
Yeah, it's Mayberry.
Mayberry.
Yeah.
It's not Marion. Just kidding. Going to jail for that one too.
May bury you if you don't get in the back.
You don't turn back around.
Oof.
God.
Ouch.
You guys into sports at all?
Big football fan.
Football fan? So, like, are you Colts?
No, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Okay.
Before Brady, I was there for my very first Super Bowl was 2002. Okay. Back when like we had Michael Stott, Simeon Rice, Derek
like
Brooks.
Almost right. When did they were an expansion, right?
They were expansion 1970.
But they made it to the Super Bowl a long time ago with I think, wasn't Dungy?
No, that was Gruden. It was Dungy's team, but it was Gruden. And the only reason why they really their defense destroyed the Raiders is because he knew Gannon was going to throw a certain pass every down. And which he did, and we intercepted him like 3 times in that game. Dexter Jackson got the MVP.
So you're a Bucks fan. What about you?
I was a Colts fan for a long time because that's what I grew up in the household. We just loved everything Indiana. Last year, though, I made a bet with Jacob on a case of beer, and we were trying to bet whose team would go the furthest on random. We couldn't be biased.
Yeah.
He picked the Lions. I picked the 49ers. Somehow they went against each other.
In the playoffs.
And but I've been, since paying attention to Purdy, I really like and the whole team there. I just like how they're laid out, so I'm switching the 49ers.
There you go.
Because of a bet, not because of bandwagon.
Well, I just want to. I actually have been a Colts fan for like most of my life. I like the Miami Dolphins because my mom grew up in Miami and my stepdad liked Green Bay.
I still follow the Colts because I'm in Indiana. Duh. So
but I officially just became a Chiefs fan recently. I bought me a new jersey. Harrison Butker currently has the highest spelling jersey in the NFL. I don't know if you've heard of him. He understands where people in society should be. I
bet you got his clip.
I actually don't have his clip.
Oh, okay.
No, I figured we could talk about it. Have you guys heard about this thing? He went to his college. He goes to a Catholic college, and he went back to do like the keynote speaker type of thing. And he was like, basically he was just saying Catholic things like we shouldn't be pro-life, and he was like women should probably. He's like, I wouldn't be as successful if my wife wasn't a homemaker and didn't stay home and take care of the kids and cook and clean. And women, he's like, women, you may be happy with your you may be happy with your life here, but he's like, don't forget that you could be a great mom one day. It's just very like weird and
Have you ever seen his apology video?
No.
He just re-says it worse. I just wanted to make clear on things, you know.
I just wanted to make it really clear. White power. I'm just kidding. I'm like, what the fuck, Harrison? Well, will you chill?
Well,
I didn't know you were Benjamin Henry Harrison, you know.
At least he has a good stat, you know.
Yeah,
he sells.
Sorry,
jerseys.
I did say white power on the podcast, but you knew I meant it as a joke.
You're gonna get a new following.
I know. Oh my god, man!
Go Power Rangers.
We're gonna have a whole lot of Proud Boys.
I
in the
know.
chat.
Dude, I'm gonna get up. They're gonna be wearing their little fucking black shirt with yellow. You know what I'm talking about? With a waspy ass shirt. I can't remember. There's some British guy's name. I don't know. It's the name of Perry something or fucking. They're obsessed with that. The guy that created Proud Boys did it as a joke. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I thought it was.
I believe most of those are started by a troll.
It was literally like the rules to get in were like you had to like they would jump you in like a gang, and then like one of the jokes was like you had to like do there's something with your penis. Like you had to send a picture of your penis to, and then there was like a thing where like they get to beat you up, and you had to say like 5 breakfast cereals, and then they would stop. Like it was all garbage. It was a joke it was actually a gay joke about one of their interns.
So-
They're like, "Oh, you must be one of those Proud Boys because proud of my boy."
So the bigoted Proud Boys had to show another man their wiener
yeah, for sure.
to get in.
Yeah.
That's hypocrisy right there.
Yeah, and I took
I'm
the look at I took my official office of meat gazer really seriously. So I told him I was like, send them to me. I'll decide who can be in. That's why it didn't bother me when I watched that show on Netflix. I was like, seen plenty of erect penises in my day.
Did you ever
Not
follow
impressive.
the Boog Boys
Boog Boys.
out on the West Coast?
No, I've
they're
heard
like
of that.
veterans. They weren't early. They were shooting cops at
fuck.
when we had those massive like
Riots.
So are they friend or foe? Oh, I can't decide.
Well, they shot cops for you, but they were still kind of racist.
Oh,
so, but they wore Hawaiian shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the whole theme of the Mad Minute starting and all that.
It's like that joke where it's like the worst person you know just made a good point.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like they're killing cops. You're like, I don't really want anybody to die, but I do want there to be some changes. You know? Can we do some change without killing people? No, all right, we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess.
Right. So if you're the meat gazer, is it just like, hey, you have to be this short to get in?
Yeah. Like if your dick's big, you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
You must have some black in you. Get out of here.
No bush. What are we?
One of them big dick.
Oh, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me you didn't shave. Oh God, I got to get in there. You're like weeding through.
And it's not weird. It's just like horse breeding. The man that jacks the horse off.
Yeah.
That's a job.
It's what he's supposed to do. Okay. You sound like you were trying to answer for some questions people had about you.
I was just wondering how we go from that, or from people that make millions of dollars at a sport telling people that have to work normal ass fucking jobs what they should do for a living.
Yeah.
I got ADHD. I'm all over the place.
Sorry.
You talking about Harrison?
Yeah, man.
Harrison. I mean, to me, at the end of the day, if that's been like Whoopi Goldberg's got his back, so I think he's gonna be all right.
I blame his PR. Like you should like give him a script. Like he's an athlete. Don't let him speak his mind. It's going to be picked apart on every form of media. Like
white guy does something wrong. You know? Talk about it.
I don't care about what he says. I'm just like, bro, you make millions of dollars for kicking.
Yeah.
Obviously with endorsement deals. Don't go telling regular people how to live their lives.
You're already expendable. You're a kicker.
You're like, well, first and foremost, there's that, and your life is not like everyone else's.
No.
You cannot be like, hey, you women need to stay at home and just cook because your husband who works at a factory for 50 plus hours a week needs to be able to cover all these bills and shit like that. That's not how life works here.
Right.
To be fair, he was invited to talk, and he is an alumni.
Yeah.
And on top of it, it's a Catholic college. Expecting them to not have trad values is insane to me.
Right.
It's like we talked about this before, but I'm like, if there was a Muslim college and somebody went to and they're like, you should not show your face, and people are like, wow, I can't believe he believes that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if that's part of their religion, it's not that surprising. Being anti-abortion and being pro stay-at-home mom is pretty normal for them. You know what I mean? It's like, but at the same time, like when you have the platform of being this, I think it got blown out of proportion. I think a lot of people want to dunk.
Look, man, people think that Drake fucked a dog and a disabled person.
And a
right
little
now.
tiny dude.
Yeah, right now. So like, You know,
A lot of little tiny dudes.
yeah. I'm on team. He didn't fuck the tiny dude. Like, I just think that I think the tiny dude likes to watch people fuck.
He's a little tiny
cuck.
cuck.
Yeah.
The little cuck award goes.
Actually, he's the one that put the hot sauce in the condom for him.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You guys remember that story? That was crazy.
No, I didn't.
There was a girl that fucking Drake smashed, and then he went in the bathroom with the condom and he puts hot sauce in there, threw it in the trash, and I guess she's like, I gotta pee, and then went in there and tried to put it in her pussy, and apparently she got hot sauce in her puss. Yeah, that don't go in there.
But like, why did he put the hot sauce on it?
I guess to kill it. He's like, I don't
gotta
trust
trust it.
spermicidal. No,
Flush the condom.
I got trust issues.
If you're in a hotel, flush the condom. It's not your fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Flush it. Don't.
Yeah, I guess flush it at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I like hot sauce with my roast beef sandwiches.
I'm more of a horseradish man.
Oh man.
I like hot sauce on anything too, so I get it, bro. I'm just a black man, but
Do you like comedy? Have you ever done it? Have you ever thought about going up on stage and telling some of those jokes that your family and friends just love to hear? Well, now you have the opportunity. Every Thursday night, starting February 15th at Cooper's Pubs, we are doing an open mic. The Kokomo Press is doing an open mic at Cooper's Pub in the downstairs comedy den. It's going to be awesome. It's going to start at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, February 15th. And we're going to be doing open mic with 10 to 15 spots for each comedian at 5 minutes a spot. Do not hesitate to sign up. Sign-ups will be at 7:30 physically down there in the bar. Or if you want to, you can sign up early. All you have to do is message our page at the Kokomo Press. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have drinks and we're going to have food specials. And it's all a part of Cooper's Pub. You just go straight in, and instead of making a right, you make a left, you go downstairs, you make a left, and you're right down there in the comedy den. Myself and Brian Allen West are excited to see you, and we'll also have friends that you may know, like Jordan Bell, a.k.a. Hypocrisy Jones, Sean Dalrymple, a local comedian we love, and even Courtney Richardson. You're going to see us all out there. We're going to be having a blast. And again, it starts February 15th, but after that, it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. in the comedy den downstairs at Cooper's Pub. Hope to see you there. Man, I did find out recently that I can use the R word. That's a fact now. Yeah, Duke professor. Libertarians seem to be on the autism spectrum, so that's pretty cool. I'm on the spectrum again. I've always been on the spectrum.
Vermin Supreme 2024.
I took a test that said I could say it too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There was something else that I had that had something to do with that I was like, what the hell is the story? But it's something to do with like Australia is the R worded, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I put that on here? But it is something that they believe. Oh, here it goes. God. This is an article. Australia is officially a country.
Man.
Oh.
Did it
I
even
know.
put it in past tense?
What?
Yeah,
I know.
I know they talk funny, but damn.
Yeah.
Totted, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little bit on the spectrum. Woo!
Yeah. Which one? The libertarian? We got so many now. Yeah, the libertarian spectrum. That's my new. I want to go on a level on the spectrum and just be like, I love guns and freedom and
And when people don't look at me.
and when people don't make eye contact for too long, because then I have to grab my gun because of my freedom. Just give me gun and freedom, please. I don't know. I'm all for free, but what's going on here? 52-year-old Shaq O'Neal spotted traveling with his 21-year-old girlfriend in Spain. People are.
He's living his best life. Leave the man alone.
Two consenting.
Yeah, he got himself a little BBL jersey based on how she looks.
nasty right there, man.
She
You know, all these dudes came from the house of Diddy. So
Man, he is sweaty.
Yeah. I heard that Shaq was the one that gave him the bricks. I saw him on the free throw lines.
yeah.
Bricks.
Oh.
No, dude. You guys been following this Pacers run at all? You guys into basketball?
No, last time I
It's
paid
in my
attention.
peripheral vision or audio.
Scope.
It's in my scope.
Last time
In a
I
scope.
paid attention to the Pacers, it was back when like they had Grainger and all them.
Yeah.
And Paul George, but like I haven't been paying attention.
Really cool.
Seems pretty good right now.
Really fun team to watch.
Yeah.
You've been staying
Yeah,
up on it
yeah.
lately. I've been seeing you post about it and stuff. I was like, man. You saw a commercial with Drake on it. And
Yeah.
Who else is in that commercial? Somebody else.
No, because because Billie Eilish was in a commercial with Drake, and I'm just like, this shit's weird, bro.
Bro, you know she's of age, but chill. Barely.
I don't know. There's just too many coincidences. Look, I mean, you just showed the picture that's gonna take down Shaq. So, I mean, and if y'all don't know, like his ex-wife is out there, like. Telling all sorts of shit about him. So
listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I never did anything. That's the worst part about the TNT is I love Shaq's analysis, but when they're like Shaq, what about you? He'll be like, what I'm gonna say is I'm like, Shaq, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. He went hard for Shane Gillis or Shane Gillis. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He was like, Joker, I don't think you deserve it. But he always says something negative to a center. If it's a center, he wants to be like, Dwight Howard, you never be me. You never be the Superman. Joker,
I mean, he's the best. He's the best in his own head. So
yeah. It doesn't matter that Will Chamberlain's way better than him. Doesn't matter that fucking Bill Russell's better than him.
You know, it's not his fault. It's racism that didn't have video of fucking Will Chamberlain.
I know, right?
Fair enough.
Did you hear the apparently there were teams trying to get Will Chamberlain to play when he was 50. They were still trying to get him to play basketball.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe
it. They ain't trying to milk this dude for everything he got. That I know how black.
And LeBron was like, "Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it forever.
Yeah.
I'll play until I'm 45." I mean, there's all this talk this week about Bronny. He's at the combine right now. Apparently, he moved up like 40 spots so he's doing well.
He's gonna get picked up.
He's getting picked up by.
I mean, his dad's about to coach the Lakers, and like of course he's gonna be picked up.
It's gonna happen. JJ's gonna end up coaching the Lakers apparently.
Yeah, I know. I said LeBron's.
He already. The truth of the matter is that coaching for LeBron is the worst decision you could ever make because you're gonna get fired. Like every coach he's ever worked. The only coach that ever survived LeBron was Spoelstra out in Miami. So it's a pretty insane situation.
They got rid of him.
Yeah, he's still there, but they got rid of LeBron left.
Yeah, they got rid of
Spoelstra still. I mean, he hasn't won since, but he's gotten close.
I mean, he's done pretty good. He got Jimmy Butler down there trying to do his thing.
I got a crazy joke of the week. You guys ready?
Yeah.
And this is from Nick Mullen. I don't know if you guys know Nick Mullen is, stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
A gay priest marrying a power couple. By the power busted inside my ass, I now pronounce you man and husband. Yeah.
Oh man, they got TD Jakes to officiate their wedding.
Poor TD. Poor TD, the dick.
I bet that was pricey.
Yeah. I know we talked a little bit about this war and shit, but did you see the shit that happened with Questlove dropping some knowledge? He said nobody won the war. Hip hop is truly dead. Nobody won the war. This wasn't about skill. This was a wrestling match level slinging, mudslinging, and takedown by any means necessary. Women and children and actual facts be damned. Same audience wanting blood will soon put up RIP posts like they weren't part of the problem. Hip hop is truly dead. What's your take on that, Bill?
Yeah, no, I mean, Questlove, with respect, just make some drums.
Metro shut your whole ass up into some drums.
Stay in your lane.
I don't know with that hair he does kind of look Metro.
Yeah.
Metro.
No. Metro, shut your dumb ass up and make some drums.
we all knew that he was Questlove, but I didn't know he was Quest hater. I looked over.
No love.
He is right about one thing though. Like nobody's really won this, like truly won this beef because like I think all sides lost, but we're in a different time in hip hop where more people think that they are involved or ingrained in hip hop, so more people have an opinion of the culture or of the sport or whatever, right? Like nobody won in this just because like people didn't understand that lies are in play in a hip hop battle. Like it's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when Tupac dropped. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat mother. And really, I was like, well, he's not that big. He's not fat. Oh yeah, he is. He's
I'm just saying, nobody won, but everyone got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. They're still getting paid. I mean,
and Oscar Myers.
Yeah. Look, man, we just started doing podcasts just to talk about this shit because there's an actual effect that brings people in from this. Like you start talking about Drizzy and this Drizzy effect and like all of this shit, people are interested.
Yeah.
And
You've been doing lives about the stuff like that and been doing pretty well on them, right? People want to talk about this.
Yeah, because it's interesting shit, man. This shit really did get much deeper than a rap beef. Like, and
Who has the better lines? Like, who's
Kendrick.
That's my understanding. It's because I'm vaguely paying attention to it because, again, it's not my like area expertise, but like my understanding, Kendrick is kind of putting Drake to shame. But I never was a Drake fan.
well, I mean, it's obviously subjective, right?
Right.
But I mean, in my opinion, yeah, Kendrick won. But like, it's hard to come back from being called a fucking pedophile in a catchy ass song.
Yeah.
But then
it had a hook. God damn it.
But I think the way this was constructed is that like, yeah, Kendrick knew his audience and who knew Drake's audience of internet people.
Yeah.
If you say enough things, people are going to start looking into these things and just be like, hey, 1 + 1 actually does equal 2 here. Why is this math cool?
Well, there was the Kendrick being called out for like, they're like, he's basically stealing beats. Did you hear about that? People were saying that he took
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Shut your whole ass up.
Shut the fuck up and keep tweeting.
It is hilarious to me. I was talking to Shelby about it because, you know, she's a little more Team Drake. She's a girl. I feel like they're always Team Drake.
Yeah, for all the dogs.
He's singing for him. And so we were talking about it, and I was like, well, what do you think? She was like, what do you think about the fact that he stole these tweets? And I'm like, those are all easy jokes that you would make. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you hear somebody do like a joke, you're like, they have a joke similar to me, and then you think back and you're like, that was a pretty easy joke, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? You're like,
what the fuck
Common
do you
thought.
think rapping is?
Yeah.
No, like people have been doing this. It just snaps back and forth for ages.
Yeah.
Oh, now because like we can do it on the internet in live form, you don't think somebody can put that shit in a fucking song? They're going to. And if they're talented enough, they're gonna make it rhyme. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. But like it's been done for years in the music field. I mean, blues shared beats and rhythms with each other.
Yeah,
Then like
Elvis
they were
stole a
cool
lot
with
of
rock
shit.
and roll doing it. They were cool
they did.
from rock and roll to some country does it every now and then.
yeah. Ray Charles stole
Yeah.
music from the church. Basically, he stole their format. So he started doing that. That's what soul came from. Basically, his version of soul and shit is like he was like, I'm just gonna take what we do in church and put it out there. So I mean, it's
make
just
it
one of those
dirty.
things, man. Things that happen because the church was culture back then. Everybody knows that. I mean, like the church was culture for the longest time, and then you know, as we've become more like we've kind of moved away. There are still people now. They're like not of this world. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Stay over there.
But can you
Lord,
still believe though? 65% of America is still Christian. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it died off so much it was like 30%.
Yeah, we're all
It's reversed.
We're 65% hedging their bets.
But
What are the
it's like
35%?
most? What's the percentage of most Americans that just fill out Christianity on the form?
On birth
Because, like-
certificate.
Yeah, I want to know that part.
Yeah, right,
Because like
because-
sometimes I don't know what I'm supposed to like. I got baptized once, but I don't
yeah.
I don't really believe in Jesus, like for real.
I'm agnostic, and like that's because I don't believe in
Yes.
a person, and with all the negativity that's behind like Catholicism and Christianity, is like it's hard to really believe in those words. But if you separate all that and the stories within the books and stuff like that, those are nice lessons, and I can respect that.
Somebody's
But-
going to listen to Jordan Peterson. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I do think like parables are good in anything. Like we have parables that are non-religious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We've got all kinds of like fables and things like that. Like, I don't see what the point is of embiggening, you know, the fairy tales Grimm versus embiggening like the stuff in the Bible. If you consider it like a fairy tale type of, there's stories that like, you know, to brush your teeth and do your chores and you'll be all right. Like that type of thing.
Right. It's telling you to be good
those
in a
children.
nice, good, relatable story.
Build a boat when water's coming up out of the lake.
Yeah.
Right.
I think people like that's like music is so ingrained in the culture, and I think that's why this Drake and Kendrick stuff is so like. I mean, even like you guys said, you're not really necessarily into that type of stuff, but like it still hits you because you're like, what the fuck is going on over here? He's calling him a pedophile. He called him short. That's crazy.
He beats his wife.
Yeah, he beats his wife, and he's short, and he's a pedophile, and he's got fake abs. That's crazy. That was the crazy. That was the
I
crazy
believe that.
Yeah. And there's been some funny stuff like as far as like the BBL Drizzy song and stuff. That shit's a fucking bop, dude. It gets stuck in your head.
I just love that it's free, so I started using it on my pods. I don't fucking care.
That's your new song.
Yeah.
My intro music is BBL Drizzy.
It's catchy, and that's how I learned that I have autism.
Voting libertarian this year?
Yeah, he is.
You know it. You know it. You know it. I can finally vote again.
It's finally part of what I need to do. Yeah. Well, you can vote, but
I know.
if you decided to
You guys
be,
vote?
yeah, right. If you decided that you wanted to have sex and do the Olympics, I guess you can't do that anymore. Did you guys hear about this shit?
No.
So there'll be no lovemaking in the city of love. Anti-sex beds have arrived at Paris Olympics after horny athletes admit to orgies amid the middle of the contest. So they're
What is an anti-sex
I
bed?
about to say I could
That's what
totally
I wanna
fuck
know.
someone on that bed.
Yeah, like
an anti-sex bed is just your bed at home.
The
or
fuck?
here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You are all missing the fact that the floor is right fucking
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like anti-sex bed.
room.
These are all athletes. Like most of them can probably lift a bitch up in the shower. It's gonna be all right.
Anti-sex. Is there a cuck sitting in the closet? It's like, I'm watching you.
Yeah,
Well, they act like college dorms aren't set up like that.
yeah, exactly.
I've never been to a Diddy sex party, but I'm sure everybody's okay with being everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, if it looks like a college dorm, I'm not worried about people having sex. I'm worried about people having sex consensually.
Also, what's up with the covers looking like a tampon bag?
I know. Hey, look, actually, it looks like the trans flag.
Dude,
Actually, I was looking
that's
at
the
it.
deterrent.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh my god, I can't fuck under that.
I can't. It's too gay. I gotta get the hell out of here. It's too trans.
Instead of on the rag, you're on the
Yeah,
bed.
yeah. They won't.
It's a cover of confusion. Do I stick it in you or do you stick it in me?
I don't know. We're not sure what to do here. All I know, they won't allow trans people to compete in the Olympics, but they will steal their flag and put it on the fucking bed.
It's just always appropriating everything you think's cool.
Yeah, I love that they have like it's such a minimalist room, and then you just look over and there's like a really shitty old fan, like one of those.
It's stuck at that angle too, so you can't aim at you at
That's
night.
the anti-sex. It's gonna be annoying where it's like drawing attention. Hold on, honey, I gotta fix this.
I know exactly what it was. The fan, when it moves, it goes Rosie O'Donnell. So they're like, people are not going to get horny in this room at all. Dude, it's not happening.
You know, it probably just shakes and everybody's. It's going. This is not going to work how they think it's going to work.
Yeah. I just hey, what if we just put these two beds together? Oh, that solves it. We're done. Like, like what the fuck? It's so funny because they do look like very uncomfortable beds, but I don't know why you think people wouldn't fuck on it.
Yeah.
I've had friends fuck on the floor. It's people are going to do what they're going to do.
Maybe they could just come apart or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
There's some way to do it.
Like I got it done in a 2-seater Cobalt. I could get it done in there.
You got to do what you got to do
gotta
out
do
here.
what you gotta do.
Also, why are there so many people just against any banging, horny nonsense? Because like that's our superpower as humans.
Yeah.
As you
Fucking-
said earlier, that's how we like took out Neanderthals and stuff.
Yeah,
That's our superpower. Don't shame it.
Yeah, don't shame any, especially like if you want anybody to accidentally have a baby, like maybe put this in like teenagers' rooms or something, or like maybe give this to priests. But like don't give it to the greatest athletic specimens who are fucking each other. Let them accidentally get pregnant because then we might have a super athlete kid. We're gonna need that kid for the future.
Oh yeah, the runner from Italy got pregnant, so that means we have a chance.
Yeah. Like the runner from Italy got impregnated by another runner from like Lithuania, and they're like, oh, this kid's gonna be great.
have these beds been tested by like Drake or Tiger Woods or anybody?
People who fuck a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Wilt Chamberlain actually put on. Isn't he the one that was fucking bitches?
If Will like put his stamp of approval on this, man, I'd be like, yeah, maybe my kids need one of these.
My kids aren't fucking.
Just put a picture of the man with the gas nozzle in his ass jerking off.
Oh, great! Now I gotta
Getting
come.
I
Just kidding.
I don't think you understand how my family works.
They're into that.
Just Thanksgiving.
I don't judge what they're into.
My question was it diesel at least? You know what I mean?
I think it was a green pump.
It was B-Shack diesel actually.
I hope it was at least ethanol because then that's organic.
Yeah.
Right?
It's that E28 shit or whatever the fuck
It's all natural.
We know
right?
all-
This is natural.
We know all about that corn shit in Indiana.
Yeah. It was Italian. It was probably olive oil based. He's like, let's put it, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Put the oil in my eyes.
I put the oil in my ass.
This is how we do it in Rome.
I ran out to the home. I had to bring it to the key and get an asshole. Oh my god, you're a poor asshole.
I want to
When in
hear an
Rome.
Italian sing "This Is How We Do It" from Montel Jordan.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Probably be horrible. It's like Japanese karaoke.
Oh,
when
yeah,
they do.
The beats played on an accordion, you know.
You ever watch you ever fall into those? I'm a musician, so and you said you do music. So do you ever fall into like people that do like the voice? And it's like will be like the voice, but like from like Lithuania or some shit, like weird countries.
Yeah, I get
and
those
it's
on
like
my
they're doing
Facebook
English,
every now
but like not really. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh man, I got some shit to send you.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
put it on the next one. It's some good shit.
they had that video of the girl that did American Idol in another country, and she did the song Ken Lee. You ever heard of Ken Lee? Mm-mm. Yeah, it's actually not called Ken Lee. That she told them she was doing a song called Ken Lee, and they're like, okay. And she's like Asian, and they're like, what song is it? And they played it, and it was Mariah Carey's "You Can't Leave, if leave and live without you. I can't live." It's like I can't live without you. But she's going, it's Can't Leave, live without you. It was like a kid doing elemental P. Elemental. It's like, no, that's more than one letter. It's not.
Oh, she sings the alphabet so good.
Yeah, but it's just that's one of those virals. I can't leave, and I'm like Ken Lee. They're like Ken Lee. It's so fucking funny, dude. I love it, dude. I love misunderstandings like that. Like they ended up taking a lot of those old jokes where people would do, like the Mexican word of the day. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like people would do. It's like basically taking an English word and turning it into like a Mexican person saying something funny. And to me, those things are so awesome. But they used to be like legit, like stories. Now they're just like, here's the word of the day, like in a sentence.
Right.
Yeah. I want to be in that version of a spelling bee. That would be a fun time. What, are you still looking it up right now?
Can you look something up and pull it up?
It doesn't really work very well if it's on YouTube or something like that.
Okay. Well,
That's the only problem.
All right.
That's the only negative thing.
I'll pull it up for later because you are gonna love this shit.
Well, I do know that's a honey dick for the people watching and listening. But like, if you guys want to check it out, we'll probably talk about it next week or so.
Yeah.
But did you guys see the newest beautiful photo of King Charles?
I don't know why anyone's surprised. A Briton in a red coat.
Exactly.
Like, all right.
Covered in blood.
That's Vigo.
Yeah, I literally made that joke on Facebook. I was like, that's literally. I was like, same energy.
Yeah, the eyes go follow you.
Yeah,
the whole time
yeah,
you're walking by, it's going to steal my kid.
I walked by and he was like, "Can I have your baby?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck away."
Dude, his hands are so dead.
Yeah, that's the most inaccurate. Like, those do not look like sausages.
What's it? It's funny because like
I mean, they look like undercooked British sausage.
yeah, they were really just his skin color is definitely like they're like beans. They're bean. What's that fucking? They have the bean fucking food they eat. God.
Beans on toast?
Yeah, like that shit. That's what his skin tone is. Beans on toast. That's what it is. Don't they have a weird name for it? I can't remember the name of it.
I think.
They have something weird.
I don't know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just beans. It's all about the beans.
The only problem with this joke between the Vigo and the Prince or the King Charles, he won't say Prince Charles because he's is that like really it's Prince Andrew that wants your kid. It's actually Prince Andrew who wants it, and he wants to take it to his buddy Epstein's Island, and he wants to.
Welcome.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's I mean that's the difference between Charles and Andrew. Charles looks like he's covered in blood. The problem with Andrew's is he adrenochrome that he puts in his system.
He went to the island. The other one just flew on the plane.
I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, it looks like a slice of pizza gate.
And I noticed I see Britain also has the issue of dying old men running the world.
Yeah, we can't help it. Yeah, you want to see a dying old man? This is the funniest thing. Have you guys ever watched the show? I Think You Should Leave. You guys watch that show? Yeah, hilarious fucking show. It's a sketch show from a guy who used to be on SNL. You've probably seen there's memes of him all the time. Like what's the one that everybody always does? There's one that's like my girl has it on her car right now. Let me see. I can pull it up because I have a picture of it, but because I took a picture of it earlier. Yeah, you sure about that? You've
sure
seen
about
that meme?
Yeah.
You sure about that? Yeah, that's the meme version of it. But there was somebody put out a hilarious video. And I want to see if you guys can see how.
2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
So this is from the show. they had this whole thing, and it's like, are you sure about that? There was a whole thing they did called Corncob TV, and they had a show called Coffin Flop, which was just people falling out of coffins on the ground and like rolling down hills and shit. It was so fucking stupid. It's a hilarious skit, but it's like they're trying to destroy it. That the way they cut up that, because he can't say 2-3 full sentences in a row.
Yeah, that was very clear.
It was, and like the zoom in, it's like they're gonna like, no, we're doing the Gen Z zoom in. It's like, no, the dude can't fucking put together a full thought. Let's be honest. This shit's crazy.
Not like vice president.
Yeah,
not president.
Hey, it's me, Trump. I'm gay.
You can start hearing the tiredness in his voice.
I know this was AI.
Yeah, it's AI.
If they can do it to Tupac, they can definitely.
Trump doesn't want to debate me. Well, guess what? I'm wearing a Dapper. Like, like, I'll fucking debate Trump right now. I think I'm fucking, what's his name? Clint Eastwood. But really, I just don't know if I shit myself or not.
He's free.
Can't stand it.
I know he's free on Wednesdays.
Think we did.
Yeah, I know you're free on Wednesdays, Don.
Is it Wednesday?
When I fuck your wife.
It's like, fuck your wife on Wednesdays, Don. You know that. Melania, more like my girl is.
More like Melonia.
Yeah.
Monia.
Monia.
Monia. I can't. Moaning my name.
Melania. More like, we don't know. I can't say names. I'm turning to Harry Carey again. It's me, Harry Carey, here, live from downtown. You guys watch baseball at all? I don't know.
I know of baseball.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's a sport.
Yeah.
Stick ball, something like that.
Stick ball.
It's a home run derby with steroids. Like I stopped watching like in early 2000s.
They
No,
got
it's not
cool
cool no
outfits.
more because they don't have steroids.
Right. And then my boy Sammy Sosa wrong.
I mean, dude, I don't know. At a certain point, he has to take his own accountability because, man, he looked like he did himself wrong now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, but like if anybody's gonna do steroids, athletes seem like the right people.
Yeah, like
Yes.
what can they
Yes.
do?
No, like,
Yeah, like how far can you take it?
does it help? Like, first off, there's certain athletes. Is it who's the guy that's always in the news? Is it Tyreek? Who's the guy that has like 50 kids? He needs steroids because I heard
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to chill on the kids. I heard he had like 2 or 3 this year. Like, and he's having twins and he's had another one. I think he has 30 kids in all, and he's like 26.
Well,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
catching up to Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Him and Nick Cannon have plans.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how you build a kingdom?
Yeah. You've heard of Bye Bye Baby? Well, then come out to Cannon Hill. It's our newest. That's how we get babies. We just
Well, they're
shoot them out
up in the house now. They can't sell them to the island.
Yeah. Prince Andrew's like, fuck. This is bullshit. That's not British at all. This is bullshit. That's not British either.
This is not the same waiter I had last time.
That
I
was
was here.
Luigi.
Yeah, that's a bit of Luigi. Everything's Italian for me. That's all I got.
It's a 9.
Hello, it's me, British guy, but I'm actually like commoner British, so but like it's the other ones. I'm gay.
I watch wrestling fans that sound like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a wrestling guy.
Yes. Yeah. That's how they talk, bro.
I'm wrestling with my beans on toast right now
Yeah.
in my stomach. It's making me shit.
One day I'm gonna overtake them. Fuck
You
these
should.
British.
Fuck them British people, dude. Did you guys hear we're getting ready to have a high speed rail? Not in America, to NASA. NASA's going to put one on the moon before we get one in America. NASA begins project to build a railway station on moon, expected to be ready for use in 2030. Fuck. It says as lunar missions advance, NASA plans to build Float, the first lunar railroad station for efficient payload transport. So apparently, since it's like not as much gravity, there should be a lot less wear and tear.
Why do we need one up there? What, do we have a base on the moon already?
You know what we're doing up there.
That's where Epstein's island, Epstein's moon.
It's all in Hillary's emails and shit.
Yeah,
Everything.
We know.
the first thing they shipped up there, pizza. We don't know why pizza specifically.
You're right. Cheese pizza out here.
Cheese, yeah. It's $5,000 pizza shipped in.
I don't know what you're talking about. We've had a high-speed rail in America for years, but
That was the 80s, man.
Yeah. I guess you're talking about the Comedy Store in LA. That seems like hell yeah.
I got sinuses this time of the year. Jeez.
I got nasal problems, I swear. It ain't because of nothing else, I swear.
And it takes me to the moon every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want a high-speed train in the United States. We have problems with our regular trains just tipping.
Yeah.
Or just kids playing with trains as they're going by.
Right.
Our tip your waitress, not your train.
Yeah. I don't think we need fast monorails anymore. We don't have a need for that, right?
Yeah, we do.
Well, I mean, is it going to be more efficient than fucking planes at this point? I mean,
If I could,
take Boeing out of this shit. But
did you take any?
I think you can take out more buildings with a train.
God, dude. Here we go. God.
More
And
efficient.
this portion of the podcast is sponsored by Free Palestine.
Yeah. Sponsored by Pentagon, going, gone.
Train fuel cannot melt a steel beam.
Yeah.
Do you understand how jet fuel?
God.
No, but I smoked it.
Well, I know jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, but fuel does go up your ass. I have.
Yeah,
yeah,
we know that now. I learned that today.
I honestly blame
telling you,
Facebook for it because I don't know if you guys saw this, but they had to let me know in the creepiest way possible.
I know.
Pokes are back. Discover who's having all the fun. And they're like, Gen Z has discovered the poke button, and they were loving it. Find your audience on Facebook today. 13 times spike in poking in the last month. 50% of pokes are coming from 18 to 29-year-olds.
You're safe, Jacob.
Yeah, you're good. You just got out of it.
I don't poke anymore.
This
Yeah.
shit, it didn't go away. Like, weird people stay poking me. I usually out them every time because, like, consent matters, and I don't.
I don't consent to your pokes.
No.
That sounds like something I would have said during COVID. I don't consent to no poke.
I
You ain't jabbing me, brother.
I know for a fact I've made this post.
I know. Yeah, I mean that'd be hilarious if you're like, I do not consent to pokes, and then somebody pokes you, and now you have a lawsuit.
Yeah, I know.
Great. Yeah, I didn't consent to that shit.
No.
But hey, they have the AI there now to explain to you why he's poking you.
Yeah.
So that's a nice tool.
Well, if I was from the South, poke could have been this. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Person infected with worm parasites from eating undercooked poke.
Oh, that's why he was sticking.
These
it
white
up his ass.
things are egg sacs. These are egg sacs on this person's fucking. Is this insane? Like, this is how much undercooked or pork this person's eaten. Ugh. I saw that. I was like,
You gotta cook your pork.
multiple cysts in different stages of the brain and scalp extraocular muscles. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the eyes, right? Fucking neck, chest wall, abdominal wall. Gross.
Dude, I've been working in like kitchens my like whole adult life, and
Yeah.
standard within like 10 years. Like, I started working in a kitchen when I was 20, and I'm 30 now. And 10 years, the quality, nobody wants to pay for it anymore.
Yeah.
They won't pay the people to be trained.
Yeah.
And they won't pay the people who are already trained to train other people. And that's why you get undercooked.
Yeah. Well, this person, number one, they do have. I'm pretty sure they were doing it on purpose. Like, they had a compulsion. It's like that lady that was eating deodorant.
Oh yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
compulsion.
I was going to say this has to be like a habitual thing because
Yeah.
it's not from one off
Or they got bad people
or
in
anything
their
like
lives.
that.
I don't know one time where I didn't cook pork wrong for a group of people, and they didn't let me know.
Yeah.
You know,
People
like they always let me know this pork's terrible.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah. This is more pork, more poke. That's what I call it. Poke and poke.
Told you.
So
I mean,
we go
I
to
eat
shift
pork,
then
but I
on
don't fuck
this-
with the police.
Then we shift, then we are just letting these people be crazy, and we're not putting them back into. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Fuck the poke lease.
Gotta make it great again.
Yeah. Make it great. Did you guys see the new Shane Gillis show coming out? I think it's this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tires. It's on Netflix. I don't know if you guys are.
Oh,
big
his
fans of-
mechanic bits?
Yeah. So there's already
Cool.
been some clip back. They did a whole like a trailer for it, and somebody was like, a comedy that asked the question, "What if there were no people of color?" It's a tire shop. Just put something on like 24s, and then you can bring some people.
Well, it's not that kind of tire.
Yeah.
It
is.
It's not this. This is not a show about drugs, people. Know your demographic.
Money laundering. Yeah. If you want to watch that, just go check out a show called The Wire.
Snowfall. Yeah, The Wire.
The Wire,
Yeah,
Snowfall.
yeah.
There's plenty of show. I feel like the good news about like culture nowadays is I was listening to an interview with a girl who was on. You ever watch the show New Girl?
Yeah.
She played Cece on New
The
Girl.
first 5 episodes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I went back to Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. You were like, let me watch
Chloe
something
Deschanel.
I need something with a little more fucking flavor to it. Yeah, Zoe Deschanel's hot.
Yeah, that's her
can't-
name. Right?
yeah, Zoe
I always mix her up with Katy Perry.
Yeah, they do look alike.
They look alike.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true.
All white women look alike.
No,
All white women with those bangs for sure.
I mean, Carolyn Bryant can't fool me.
Carolyn Bryant.
No.
Is that Kobe's wife?
No. Not at all.
Who's Kaylin Bryant? Tell me.
She's a lady from the Emmett Till shit.
Oh God, I forgot her name. I got
Never
that.
forget.
Have you seen that commercial where it's like, oh, if you want to learn something new, you just forget something. I just forgot about civil rights. I'm just kidding.
I understand.
I know. I can tell. By
Not your problem. No solution.
I got no problem. It's not my problem, man. There's no solution I can give you. I gotta shut up when we talk about things like that. It's like, don't talk about women's problems, and I'm like, wait a minute, fuck you. Actually, I won't. Leave me alone. Just, if you promise not to talk to me about men's problems. What are men's problems? You. Don't talk about yourself. Women. Yeah, that's how I talk to them too. Yeah, they ended up dropping they're dropping the 100 best. Apple's doing the 100 best albums of all time, and they dropped 100 to 91, so the first 10. And I was very surprised by some of these on here. I mean, I'd like to see the full list, but Usher's Confession is 95, Tyler the Creator Flower Boy is 92, Lord Pure Heroin, which was a big, people love that fucking album, 96, Travis Scott Astroworld 98, and then Eagles Hotel California 99.
Eagles at 99.
It'll be interesting to see because you obviously have to incorporate every genre,
right,
and I think Hotel California is one of those albums and one of those songs that it became more prevalent after it came out. It didn't really have a lot of accolades when it came out.
And the radios just keep playing it for decades.
Like Bohemian Rhapsody. It was okay at the time, but it blew up after Wayne's World. Wayne's World made it
And then
the Muppets.
Yeah.
And then when iPod and all them, the Apple store, that was the #1 downloaded song next to what do you want to call Don't Stop Believing and stuff like Glee.
Glee
like
fucked
that.
it up.
Yeah.
They were like, what monoculture shit can we get people to buy into right now?
I will be upset if Pink Floyd is not super high. Their first 2 of their albums were the all-time sold record.
Yeah.
Both The Wall and Dark Side of the Moon. So if it's not high, I'm invalid.
Approved by Jake.
I'll tell you right now, if The Wall's not up there, Trump's gonna be pissed.
Naturally.
He's been talking about that wall being up there for a minute.
Roger Waters wanted to do a protest tour all along the wall border during that.
Yeah, Roger Waters.
Yeah, he wanted to do
Hang
that.
in my way.
And we'll put up the wall. Fine, I'll do a whole tour all around the border.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his part of the wall? Because there was already a wall there.
Yeah.
But his part of the wall, with it being like a grate,
Yeah.
it makes it easier to climb now because it's not barbed wire fence.
Yeah.
He still needs his gardener.
Well, he was very clear with what kind of wall. He said, "Let's make America greats again."
Yeah.
Across the
Grates
board.
again.
We're gonna put grates across the board.
He just kind of slurs a little.
Yeah, he's like, "Greats, or greats." I don't give a. Anybody know where Melania is? I heard she was with Joe. I don't. He took off with Melania.
Is it Wednesday?
He keeps calling her Melonia, and I don't get it.
Where's that wife I paid for?
Yeah, where's that wife? The one that looks like this. That her and Joe have the same face, the same eyes. Hey, it's me, Melania. She's so Eastern European that her eyes don't open enough. I blame Genghis Khan. Is it racial?
Well, hey, we all got a little bit of the Khan in us.
Is this racial?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're all gonna get something in the comments where we're getting yelled at. Probably mostly me. I typically get all the brunt of it. If Brian makes a joke on the page that's very, very people are mad about, they end up telling me that go fuck off, and I'm like, God damn, I didn't even do anything. All I did was exist within the confines of this page. We get in a lot of trouble. Do you guys do anything online? You guys ever consider doing a Muncie version of what we do? I think you guys should consider.
We've thought it many times while we're definitely not high.
We was like, we could do a podcast, and then we hit another joint. And
I'm talking a satire.
Yeah,
music
just a
page,
page.
comedy.
Oh,
page.
okay.
I think you guys should consider it. I mean,
there is the City of Munis page.
Yeah,
and
I've
it
seen
does
that.
what you guys
Okay.
do.
Oh,
okay.
Theirs.
Yeah. How long have they been around?
I've noticed it in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
But it might have been longer.
I'm just trying to make sure I was the first, because honestly, I didn't know anybody that did anything like we do, and then it started popping up everywhere. And obviously, there's no gatekeeping. Obviously, I'm not going to go to do Muncie. I don't know enough about Muncie.
Brockton and I, we wrote a few skits we always wanted to do, because when we was hosting there at Be Here Now on campus, we was trying to spice it up on the open mics, and how about we do a skit night?
Yeah.
Not quite improv, but we go and do a whole bit on stage and stuff like that. And it's always been an idea, just we can't get the traction.
It's hard, man. And you guys, you would think How many people are in Muncie? What's the city population?
I'd say it's about your guys' sizes, maybe, or
45.
Yeah,
like
45,000.
maybe a little bigger. About the same.
Probably a little bit
college?
bigger. Kokomo doesn't have a college, but we have about 60,000
IUK,
people.
Ivy Tech.
Well, oh yeah. I'm sorry.
And
we do.
IUK is relatively large.
We got a Ivy Tech little area now on downtown
Not
Muncie.
Muncie. Or not Ball State.
Yeah, Ball State's bigger, but
yeah.
like they've also existed longer. I feel like if you've noticed, like we've got a lot more. Like we have 2 different housings for students now.
Yeah.
We didn't used to have, and the campus has expanded. They've just built it so much more stuff. I think within the next 10 years, it could be relatively a pretty big hub over there, and I think that's what they're banking on.
Yeah.
The city of Kokomo's plans, if nobody doesn't know this, here's a secret: the city of Kokomo's plans are to try to foster smart people at the college and then keep them here, because typically for years people would go to college here and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, as you do to any Indiana.
Yeah, like you don't hang out in Bloomington.
What college degree jobs are we abundant in?
I think it's something like RAPED. I'm just kidding. I know that.
Rapid?
Well, a lot of these. You guys actually have like actually have like real frats out there.
Yeah, they have a lot of fraternities.
Yeah, for
That's-
the longest time, Ball State was #2 party college in the nation.
It was number 1 for
Until
a
they
long
cracked
time.
down.
You guys are you guys are
2000
younger than we. We remember this.
I remember going there
2000
just for that.
yes, actually.
Around 2013, right? I graduated class of 2013.
Yeah.
And around 2012 and 2011, like I was sneaking into college and like parties at that time. Because look at 36. So I was going in there, and at that time it was like very big on like the Molly ODs and stuff like that, and everyone's like dying on their own vomit, and it got crazy there for a little bit, and then it like died down, and now it picks back up, dude.
Well, then the dealers started going to the parties, because we had a lot of shootings at the parties because, like someone didn't get paid.
Yeah. I went up to a house party there at one time, and it just, to me, it was like, oh, I don't know why I came here. This was horrible. It was so clicky and just weird. You know
It's
what I mean?
very clicky.
But they
I
pushed
don't know about
on the
y'all. I had some
diehard
good parties
parties.
in Muncie, or good times in Muncie.
I bet you did.
I still live there. So like,
Back in my day.
That's because when they were like, "Hey, do you want the crack pipe?" He's like, "Nah,
Not tonight."
I'll take that.
I actually cut it in my joint. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I take my meth as Adderall, please. Can I have that kind? I'll take that kind. That's the better kind.
That's my favorite.
And I'm not smoking out of a crack pipe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a dab rig.
It's a
Yeah, chill.
Whatever you call your light bulb, I don't give a fuck.
I do think it's hilarious when like you meet somebody who's so like such a pothead that they're like they have like a whole like, you know what I mean? It's like, God, you've taken it to the level of annoyance. Like you're annoying.
you don't want to go to my house.
I don't mind visiting those people, but you know, I'm
I
just
got
saying.
like 6 bongs.
It's like your buddy's like level 200 of World of Warcraft because he's been living there doing it
Yeah,
forever.
yeah,
I'm like, I mean, I'm not proud of you, bud, but
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah,
you did it.
$4,000 rig.
Yeah, you've accomplished it. I don't know what you get for accomplishing it, but you did. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of you, and also, will you please take a shower?
please.
I don't know if you guys heard. There's some baby news recently. Haley and Justin Bieber are expecting their first child.
Man, no matter how old he gets, he looks like a high school couple got pregnant.
Yeah, it's very like it's giving something. She looks like Gigi Hadid now. I feel like she looks like Gigi, and he looks more like Ruby Rose.
I'm happy he's finally having sex with his wife instead of.
Diddy.
Yeah. Hey, you said it. Not
I didn't see him have sex with anybody. He was giving a blowjob to OBJ. That's what happened. And if OBJ says nice to meet you, I'm OBJ, and you just like, oh, okay, I'll OBJ. Okay. Maybe he thought it was a command. You know what I mean? He's just trying to be part of the culture.
Does that stand for oral blowjob?
Yeah. Oh, a BJ. Okay, I got you.
That's redundant.
Damn, I didn't know about all that. I just go around saying OVO.
OVO?
And then
OVO? Did you say OVO? Let me hear you say
I said OVO and then bend over because it's the other vaginal option.
the other vaginal option. That is the truth. The other vaginal option, even though I think vaginal is a weird word to say.
I know, I think so too.
I think
Makes
he
me
meant
think
to
of a cream.
Yeah. I think he got to a point where he's like, there's really nothing else I can say there. I'll just say other vaginal.
Yeah.
I can't say booty hole. Booty hole. Yeah, I mean booty. I mean there's a lot of things he could have figured out there, but vaginal works pretty well. He's the rapper. I'm not. Haley Bieber, congratulations to your baby. I hope that it's Jesus because they're really Jesus people. I heard. They're really...
Very Jesus.
Could you imagine?
Maybe one of them.
Imagine accidentally having a Jesus. Like, oh no, I just wanted to smoke weed and like hang out.
I just turned to her. I'm like, I thought I was your only one.
Yeah. How do I? Oh, somebody's asking me. You guys know Weston Lee?
Weston Lee.
Yeah, he just asked for a spot on the next open mic. We get a lot of those early, and which I appreciate those people because that kind of gives us a little bit of like an idea of like where are we going with this.
There's a structure.
Yeah. We've got a nice little community of people here. We've actually been missing a few people the last few weeks. So if you're watching this Kyle Miller, you're watching this Messy Gravis, they haven't been in the last couple of weeks. So I'm like, where the fuck?
Come back.
Well, Brockton's on a cruise because he's lucky son of a gun.
Yeah.
Plays a cheap phone app and gets an awesome cruise.
Yeah. The phone app was called the Diddy Cruise, and ended up he's out there.
He's still in Japan.
He's in
given.
One way.
Where's it going to?
Japan.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, he went
Gonna
from.
come back with a waifu.
They'll understand him over there.
Yeah, he was booking gigs on the cruise. So, like, he got a hold of an agent and everything.
Hell yeah.
He's doing the touring spots for all the tourists. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, there you go.
That makes sense. Do it.
Right?
They probably just like seeing Americans that can be funny. Like they probably don't know who's. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where like you can actually build a name up over there. Like, who was it? Was it the dude from Full House? The other dude from Full House that ended up having a hit song in Japan?
Uncle Jesse?
Uncle Jesse in the show. Didn't he have a hit song in Japan?
John
Yeah, he
Stamos?
did actually.
Yeah, John Stamos.
Like, John Stamos is stuck in a tree.
Like, what's the dude from David Hasselhoff had that Germany hit? Remember that?
He's like their Elvis over there.
Dude, I was like, bro, calm down. Dude. Eat your cheeseburger on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah,
Come on.
Get back and kid.
You got something that you looked up?
Oh, I was being nosy about the person you were asking about. He's actually local.
Okay, cool. I thought I saw him on post before. Once I read it, I realized it.
He's the guy that he came up and asked us this past week, hey, you guys do this? And then he was like, I might come back. And
he's the one that was talking to Stephanie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's interesting because we've got people that probably always wanted to do stand up. Never knew if they didn't really know anything about where to do it at. Now that we do it and we publicize it, and our page is relatively decent. I mean, we've got
I've been
20,000.
pointing some of the newer guys coming up your guys' way a lot.
I appreciate you guys.
Like, that's why I try to drag Alexa because I do a lot of shows with her. I'm like, hey, come over here. These guys have a good mic, a good room. And
Did they come over because of that?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Dan knows the room as well.
Right.
But I appreciate that because the crazy thing was that's a real big assist for us because every week they've done that, we have tried to reach out to the comics to say, hey, come do another set. Come hang out with comics. We're doing stuff down here. Just because, like, if it went well, fucking great. 2 people get to go out of 5. 3 people are going to be sad, or at least be like, this sucked. So maybe they can come kill in this room and have a good time.
Right.
And so and then they've been working on comedy, so they're probably fresh, and maybe they mess something up and they want to try it again. Come on, hang out.
Right.
But it was nice seeing her. It was nice seeing Dustin Burkett. He came through, which was great. And then Dan, of course, Dan West. He's not from Kokomo, but he lives in Kokomo. So
And to get people with a little bit more of experience, when you're an open micer and if you're just now starting to do open mic, it's nice to have a vet there.
yeah.
So you learn how to network and stuff like that and learn the game from each other and get to make the room laugh.
Yvette is like an OG. I'm just kidding.
You don't have to white split
Okay.
everything.
I keep forgetting half of you. Understood.
I know I'm the new guy he's talking about. I get it. Jesus.
But no, I like how comfortable it is down there. It's casual lit.
Yeah.
It's an old speakeasy, so the room's only so big for such a big crowd.
Yeah.
Perfect for like me, a beginner in comedy.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. We're still doing this thing where we're like, and this isn't to be condescending to anybody who's been out because it's not. I swear to God, it's not. But like, we're trying to build this culture of comedy where people know what to expect when they come.
Yeah.
Right.
Pause. Because like at the end of the day, like it's a lot. If you haven't never been to a comedy club or you've never been to like a comedy club show, it's different than a comedy. Like if you go see Joe Rogan at the Marat or whatever, like you know what I mean, or you go see fucking Cedric the Entertainer at Gamebridge. You know what I mean? Or Chappelle at fucking Lucas Oil. Like, I'm going to keep going up because they're all get bigger and bigger. Right. Or if you go see Burt Kreischer at whatever fucking carnival he's going to be at. That fucking guy and his fully loaded tour.
He opens for Warrant.
yeah, he's out there like, she's my cherry pie. That's the same band, right? Am I crazy?
Yes. Their one and only hit.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, hey, cherry pie.
Look at me.
Burt Kreischer drives me crazy. Did you guys see the Tom Brady roast?
Yeah.
When Nikki Glazer's like, hey, Burt, nice to see you. I really like your joke. Singular.
They made a movie about that too.
Oh
which
yeah,
I'm like,
the
of
dude
course.
fucking. If anybody knows how to milk the milk something, that dude fucking put him in front of every cow we can meet. Take him to Israel. Those calves need somebody.
They already killed them.
They killed him already.
I'm sure. Like I think they.
I was
that
looking
was the
for
whole
them.
plan, bro.
Yeah, I was looking for them calves. Hear about that?
The red ones.
I heard Boston killed the Cavs.
Oh,
Got it. Cavs suck. Donovan Mitchell used. I keep looking over there because I had the camera there before I moved it here, so I keep looking over there like, got that one, didn't I? And I look like an idiot because no camera there. No camera there.
Nope.
Yeah, there's no camera. I really want to get new cameras. You know, it'd be nice. I appreciate you guys coming in here and doing this with us, though, dude. Like, I know you guys. It's not a quick drive. You know, an hour and a half or whatever.
You gotta drive a little bit, but that's fine. It's the name of the game.
Yeah,
and we've been getting to know you guys. It's worth it coming out here to do something like that. So.
Yeah, and we've definitely appreciate seeing you guys come out because it's like. It's just one of those things where like we've built you guys. There's another comic. Did you guys know Zach? You guys know Zach before you guys met him at our thing, right?
I met him there. Yeah, the other Muncie comic.
Yeah. You guys know him before?
No,
I did not.
No.
But it's crazy, right? Muncie comedians meet each other in Kokomo.
We got to do it somewhere.
Yeah,
We don't
right.
pay
Like I
$10
wouldn't want to go on the south side of Muncie either.
Yeah, if you're in Muncie and you're like, I want to do comedy, you could be here now. Come to Kokomo, be here now, do it. I'm sorry, I'm not throwing shots. I really hope they get that together because like it's not having places to go do comedy as a comedian is almost like the most important thing.
Right.
It's definitely a start, right? Like it's definitely a fucking start.
and like Muncie's a good spot because you got the Ohio like chain coming into Indiana. Muncie's a good middle ground before you hit Indy, before you go to Fort Wayne, before you come to Kokomo.
Yeah.
And just cross. So I don't know why they don't try to keep it a little bit like right there because you get a great touring comedians like Stuart Huff. We got a show there at Be Here Now with Stuart Huff, and that guy can fill auditoriums.
He was great.
Yeah,
he was absolutely great when he was here. So.
Yeah, we enjoyed him. I like having him. He's I went to Brian about like halfway through his set, and I was like, how the fuck did he open up with an entire bit about our treasure mart? Like, how often has he been to Kokomo? It's kind of crazy, like
right.
to be a touring comedian and have like a whole. Like a chunk about where you're going to. I'm like, who does this guy think he is? Cat Williams?
Right.
I'm like,
it's all about the research, man. You got to research right before you go into, so you can have topical, bring in the likability, and then you nail it with your regular stuff.
There's also in my head, it also went through where I was like, there's probably like an old antique shop in every town. You just insert name here, and you can do the same bits. Like it's
pretty much
it's smart because then you can ingratiate because it's like I'm one of you, and then you're like, okay, cool. Especially in small towns, it probably helps.
So like your McDonald's is actually over here, where ours was over here.
Yeah, it's a different job.
Yeah, Patty still got impregnated in the freezer, so it's all the same, bro.
Right.
Every McDonald's has the piss and the pickles bit. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
This gets brought up way too much on this podcast, but do you guys ever think of any like? Do you guys remember when we were kids? You guys are a little bit younger than us, but there was the Marilyn Manson upper rib removal.
He
thing.
stuck his own dick. Yeah.
So there's it gets brought up a lot on this podcast because it's one of those stories before the internet even existed. It was one of those things that went around. And there's been a lot. Do you guys know any of this? Because like we just talked like the pissing and the pickles. I'm always trying to think of other ones that came up.
The rib bit is crazy because you don't have to take your ribs out to suck your own dick. Me and Drake do it all the time.
Just because you guys look alike doesn't mean it's
together.
I mean, for $30 on my OnlyFans, I'll prove you wrong.
You and fucking Drake together sucking each other's dicks. I'm just thinking,
no.
Freaky ass. You a 69 god. Freaky ass. You a 69 god.
Well, we'll just get a group and we'll be a whole freaky ass group. Can we sing to that?
Yeah. I've heard of the human centipede. You guys are the human caterpillar.
Oh,
caterpenis.
We will blossom to a butterfly.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, OVO baby.
Somebody's gonna blossom.
And you know what butterfly you're gonna be? This one, the guy on this fucking guy's shoulder.
Butterfree. Oh,
see, he's got a little butterfly right there.
Oh,
did you guys notice that ever?
No,
it just looks like
monarch.
It's a monarch on a monarch.
Oh my god.
Hey,
that's so funny because I'm just imagining the artist being like, "What the fuck can I do?" Monarch.
Are monarchs like even in England?
No, I don't think so. No.
No, they live up here and they travel south to
that's what
Mexico.
I thought. Yeah.
Well, their immigration policies must be so much different.
Well, they've also owned the whole world, so it's like, well, that was part of our culture at one time.
Once upon
Monarch, not to be confused with what Prince Andrew tells girls when he's Monarch. Monarch that ass. Can't do British at all right now. It's just not happening.
I took it as Jamaican.
It's Mon. Because it's Mon. Anytime you say Mon.
Pokemon.
Little do you know, that's his Brad Pitt.
That's my Brad Pitt. Patois. You guys ever seen that clip? Oh, dude, we did it on the podcast. Oh, my God. Watching him be like, no, me not got no problem with you. I'm like, what the fuck, Brad? Chill, bro. No wonder Angelina left.
Me no jiving you.
Me no jiving you?
You get bored, man. You get bored.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Me not jiving you. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I love Brad Pitt. I saw a recent post where it had a picture of Brad Pitt with all of his girlfriends, and he just looks exactly like this. With Angelina, he looked like Angelina when he was with fucking Jennifer Aniston. And I'm like, this dude is... I've met girls like that who like become their boyfriend within like 6 months. They're like all of a sudden they start to look like them. They like all the same things, and you're like,
They stop shaving. They stop
Stockholm
smoking
syndrome?
weed.
yeah, Stockholm.
Are we far enough into the pod we can put names in?
No, let's not do that. I don't want to be mean.
Oh,
Seriously,
damn it.
Jenny doesn't deserve that.
Oh, I know.
We have a friend.
Sorry, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, poor girl. No, we do have a friend that is pretty. I love her. She's a good girl, like she really is. But like she's finally settled. That's the good news. Is she's settled on her personality. But for a while there, I felt like she was.
Did she have more than one?
It was felt like they were like. It was like she went in to see you guys at work and was trying on different personalities. She was like, "Can I try on that one?
I'm gonna be sane today.
I want to have his personality. I'm the sports girl. Oh well, you don't like sports, my new boyfriend. Okay, well I guess I'm the Star Wars girl. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It gets a little.
Pants to go with it.
Yeah. Are you shit? And to her, she's like, no, I'm having my ass out. Hey, nah, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm just kidding.
I want the best for everybody like that. I had an ex that was very much like that as well. That like I felt like
They emulated you.
but she did it in the weirdest way, which is like she would do it after we broke up. The things I liked were things she liked, and I'm like, we were together. You were like giving me shit for wanting to go see a X game, but now all of a sudden you like this game. You like this?
Right.
A little bit weird, if you ask me.
But I think it runs the risk because we all go through changes in life, and if you change, but she or he is stuck on the previous, now you're just gonna fight.
Right.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right, Wing.
Right, Wing.
Yeah, Shane Gillis said, I'm in the history. It's just a slow process for me.
Yeah. Early onset fucking Republican or whatever it's called. I've got early onset Republican. That whole fucking entire, like, it's a good special.
Yeah,
that
he
special,
killed it.
The Beautiful Dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what makes me, it's one thing for a special he did on YouTube, the straight to the YouTube one.
Yeah.
Was really good too.
Yeah.
Like it really was. But the Beautiful Dog one to me was just so well put together.
Everyone was a hit. Every single joke was.
The George Washington one was crazy. Like that whole.
The thing, he's not wrong. I remember going 8th grade field trip there, and that's how they ended it. They ended it with that subtle somberness. I'm like, okay.
Now you're in the slave quarters. There's his teeth. It was built with, and you're like,
Yeah.
Can I go back to the monument part? Why is that there now? Can we explain that again?
Oh, hello, sir.
Why are you always putting that culture in the back?
At the end too.
That's what I mean. It's always in the back end of shit. So like,
from the beginning.
That joke, the joke of the week, or
never
Nick
learn
Mullen
if you
joke.
don't change.
Did you guys ever heard of Come Town?
Come Town.
No.
It's a podcast, but they died and stuff. But the guy Nick Mullen that does that, he had a whole joke about going to an old plantation it's like in his special. It's called The Year of the Dragon. It's on YouTube. But Nick Mullen, and it's the bit is like he went to a plantation house to check everything out, and he said it was real awkward and shit. And then towards the end of, they're like, we got to be quiet when we come up here. And he was like, oh, it's going to get somber. Like they're going to tell us about like slavery and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, it wasn't that. It was, they're like, got to be quiet when we get up here because actually the owner of the family who's owned it since slave times is upstairs. He's like, what the fuck? Like, He's like, yeah, the money goes to him. Like, what the? Why are we paying for the guy that used to own? His family owned the slaves' house. He's like, why aren't we up there beating the shit out of him right now? Like, I gotta be quiet. I'm gonna be loud.
He keeps the door locked, but it's a turnkey operation.
Yeah. He makes sure the chains are on.
He reappropriated his misdeeds.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Man?
Imagine being
Paid
like,
his self reparations.
yeah.
That's my
Imagine
words
it's like OJ like getting out of prison. Like, and then turning like where he killed Nicole into like a museum, and he like just stays there and he does the whole tour. Like, this is where the killer got away. We don't know where we went.
He actually went down right there.
He actually went that way, but the glove didn't fit some of the guys. We don't know who it was.
No, one of those here in Indiana took kids to the plantations, and made them pick the cotton.
Yeah, I remember
one of those
that.
kids actually worked for us.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It's like everyone's out there picking cotton all day, sweating in the sun. I'm like, Jesus.
They're like the white. That's what they should do is they should like split it up, and the black kids get to go eat lunch, and then like the white kids have to pick cotton. This is reparations. That's what we
Just
call it.
watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen, like, Childish Gambino has this whole bit, or Donald Glover.
Yeah.
He has that same fucking scenario. I didn't know they did this.
Yeah, he took it from. It's satirical about that.
Oh yeah. I can see them doing this shit in Atlanta, and it'd be fucked up. But but I also remember going down to Connor Prairie, and they're like, hey, you want to do some of this manual labor? And I'm just like, no.
Like, hey, you want to till the land? I'm like, do you want to shut the fuck up, old lady?
Will I get paid?
My grandma told me not to talk to y'all.
Yeah. They lead you to like a fucking upstairs. Come on top of the stage. Like, oh no, get me the fuck out of here.
No.
Don't
Real
groom
quick.
me.
You're like, this is actually the Confederate part of what's it called? Connor Prairie. It's like the weirdest name.
You mean the entire Connor Prairie?
Yeah, the entire part.
Yeah.
I remember I sat in an
hiding
outhouse.
it from me.
Yeah. I took one of my kids to a field trip to Connor Prairie, and then they're like, yes, would you like to go on a fantastic air balloon? And I'm like, what the fuck? They didn't have that back then. Like, what are you doing here? They did have it, actually. Did you guys ever watch John Adams on Max, HBO?
Oh, no, I've seen clips. I've never watched it.
It's a fucking good
Paul Giamatti?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Laura Linney.
Yeah.
He plays Adams, and then there's a lot of actors and actresses in it where you're like, holy shit, I've seen this person in a lot of stuff. The dude that's getting ready the dude from The Bear, the cousin, you know what I'm talking about? He's getting ready to play the Thing in the new Marvel Fantastic Four. I can't remember his fucking name, but he plays John Quincy Adams in that show.
Really?
Yeah, he was young.
Does he have
as
like
fuck.
the crazy look too?
Yeah, he
'Cause
looks-
John Quincy Adams was a crazy man.
Well, he towards the end, but he was also fighting against slavery. Like, he died that way, right?
Yeah.
That's how he died. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, this is why y'all can't be mean to us white people. We did fight. We did fight hard. We did fight hard to get rid of it.
Thanks for fighting hard to get rid of some shit you.
Hey, we did not start it. It's always existed, and the problem with that narrative is it exists right fucking now. Like, right now, people are still slaves, and we're like, slavery is over, and I'm like,
No,
here,
it's not.
here it's over. But it is a whole different ball game when you're like, we're going to take all these people from here and put them here, and then we're going to make them slaves. That's just it's so fucking evil. It's just,
I mean, it's like
take
one of your
some shit
buddies
you
said,
started.
I like the shoes,
Yeah.
my phone. And
it's bad, man. Slavery has always existed, and it still exists this day. But it's probably existed less now than any time in history. Which, I mean, it's like you want to feel an accomplishment, but it's like not. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you're saying.
It might be getting better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it gets better. Isn't that the gay thing? That dude,
Well,
it gets better.
the whole conforms.
Yeah. I'm
sure
excited.
That's what the priests say too. It gets easy. It gets easy.
So Diddy said it gets better.
Yeah.
So
It
Drake
gets looser.
says to all the virgins he takes. It gets better.
It gets looser.
You'll like it.
Shut your whole ass up and
Takes his dick, man.
yeah. Shut your whole ass up and use your gums, bitch. Yeah. Less teeth. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. You definitely want less teeth. You know what I mean?
Always.
Well, I think he just
Unless
wants
you're
more
a
baby
sadist.
teeth.
I got one more little story. One more story and video I want to show, and then we'll probably wrap this up pretty quickly. But
Right on.
there was an awkward post-game exchange with Luka Doncic where interrupted by some naughty noises, and the NBA Superstars' reaction was priceless. So I want to watch a little bit of this, which was very interesting.
Go ahead, guys. What would you say the big difference was?
Just our energy. I think we shared the ball really well. We were knocking down shots. We were open shots, so just our sharing the ball and our energy was great.
What do you think? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, moving on.
I hope that's not live.
That's not live. I like it. So he's sitting there doing this fucking press conference, and the next thing you know, somebody's Bluetooth they didn't realize the last thing they were watching.
Just fucking around in the crowd.
They were watching a Drake video, him stroking it.
Look, I hear Diddy audio when I know Diddy audio when I hear it.
Meek, oh fuck! You heard that audio from
Take
that?
it,
Take it.
take that.
Oh fuck, man, it hurts. Oh. Anybody listening, not watching, is like, is I fucking having sex
Call me
right
King
now?
Diddy Daddy.
So I don't know a lot about Drake or Lamar.
Yeah.
But like, why does Drake have a ball sack in his head?
It's supposed to be a heart. He did like an album called Certified
But he's
Lover
balding
Boy.
a little bit.
Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile. Wop, 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 wop. That was the line in the song. But yeah, it does look like balls. It's a bad angle. It's a bad angle of hair.
The Nova Scotian government has put out papers that says that of like warning people of groups that that call themselves lover boys.
Oh God, what do they do?
They do what it sounds like.
Oh,
they make love to little boys.
Talking about Nambla?
So
no,
like,
I'm talking about certified ones.
Is like lover boys just Canadian Proud Boys?
Like that's what that word means.
I think they're Canadian priests. I don't know how that's works.
That's about right.
Oh, shit.
Damn, man,
Once you
that's a
get
great
through
rock
the
band.
seminary, you're a certified lover boy.
Yeah, I don't care whose semen it is.
All right, now I take offense to the term semen as the Navy say.
Gotta ride the waves.
I do what I got to do, man. It's not that surprising to end up with salt water in your face.
That's gay.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh man, yeah, it's more fuel for the fire. That guy in Italy taking fuel somewhere.
Right.
Poor guy. It sucks, man. He got caught. You know, he was just trying to have a good day.
Right.
Yeah,
He
thank
was
you,
fueled
Jacob. Harter. Thank you, Pierce. Check out Jacob. It's going to be at Crackers on Thursday this week, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in Indianapolis, in the area, go out there. Tell Jerry I said that QAnon's not real, and see what he says. Tell him, go up to him and say, "I am Q," and then walk away. Don't say anything else to him the rest of the night. Like, we are brothers. Have you heard about me? I'm gonna give a Q drop. Just go up there and if you go up there and do jokes about conspiracies, he'll fucking book you. You're a feature next week.
Is that a conspiracy itself?
Yeah, it's a conspiracy. Wop, 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 wop. Over here, my co-host today.
Hey, where we go one, we go all, or something. Yeah.
And the guy with one of the coolest names in the business. Clott in the house. And Jacob Harter. Go check him out at Crackers with all the crackers. I'm Jordan Grainger. This is the Kokomo Press Podcast. We thank you guys and we love you.
Deuces.
2 kisses.
They not like us.
Hey, you just listened to the Kokomo Press Podcast. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you had a great time. If you did, go ahead and like us, subscribe to us, hit that notification bell, do all the things to help us get seen. Go find us over on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. Like us, follow us there. And if you want to really, really help us out, we now have a new thing called Facebook subscriptions. It's only $4.99 a month, and it helps us build out even more than what we have already. Helps us get more equipment, helps us put money into shows, because we give you comedy shows, we give you guys skits, we give you guys podcasts, we give you guys jokes. And if you want to be a part of a group of people that actually get to talk to us and tell us your input first and get to directly speak to us, and maybe even, help us write some of these jokes, you can be a part of the group. Join that subscriber base. It's only $4.99 a month, and it's not a lot, but it helps us out tremendously. And it's going to give you an opportunity to maybe win some merch here and there. We're going to do a lot of fun things with our subscribers. So please check us out everywhere you can. And if you want to, subscribe to our page. Thanks for listening to this podcast. We love you. Thank you. 2 kisses.